in Farmington. It'll be a tough matchup for tonight. I bring you my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. What do you think about tonight's girls matchup?
Well, first thing I like to say is it's nice to be back home and playing in our home gym here. But, you know, it's a tough loss up there against Harrison, but hopefully we learned some things from that game. And Lizzie Harrison, she really stood out in that game against the Harrison Goblin. Lady Goblin. She can score from the inside. She had a very quick and soft shot, and we're going to need that tonight. We're going to need the inside scoring. Along with that, naturally, we're going to need outside scoring as well. So one of the big things, and looking at the last 2 or 3 games with Lady Cyclones, we're going to have to get back on defense. Whether we make a shot, if we miss a shot and they get the rebound, we have got to hustle back on defense and don't let anybody do any fast breaks on us. Don't let their person get behind us. When I say that, I'm talking between us and the goal. And so we got to stay out of foul trouble. Just our pressure defense is so important. But in doing that, we've got to be able to control our fouls. Tight pressure defense. And we have been doing it the last couple of games. We need to cut back on our turnovers.
Well, let's be honest tonight. We've had 3 games this week, and this is the toughest draw for the Lady Cyclones of the games they've had this week. Nothing against Alma and Harrison, but Mountain Home, easily the best team, will play this week. They're the second best team in the conference. They beat the Lady Cyclones in the game earlier this year, 67-47. They have 2 girls who are maybe 3 who are going to play basketball at the next level. Brooklyn Mitchell, an OBU commit. Jaylee Yonkers, who's going to Missouri Southern. Livy Fosness, who's probably going to play at Harding. You have another player who's going to play softball. So you got some really good athletes on this Mountain Home team. Senior laden Mountain Home team that they've been battle tested. It'll be a tough matchup tonight. You almost have to play close to perfect and hope they kind of help you out a little bit. That's the way it's going to be for this first game tonight against the Mountain Home Lady Bombers. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your pregame show. This is Lady Cyclone Basketball, River Country, KCJC.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Focus Days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Education and Health on February 27th. Visit atu.edu/Focus Days to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the
I meant to go
bells
get
and
the starting
whistles.
5.
So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Cyclone Arena. The Lady Cyclones getting ready to take on Mountain Home. I'm Mickey Duval, Aaron Duval with you. We're here on KCJC 102.3. We're also streaming our video live on the internet, YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, search for Cyclone Booth. Chase Canfield, Maggie Canfield heading that for us. If you do that, make sure you click the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. We just like to see how many people are viewing our games. Mountain Home, we told you that they're the second best team in the conference, and they actually are. We'll look at the conference standings. Farmington is undefeated at 7-0 in conference, 19-2 overall. This Mountain Home team, though, say they're the second best team in the conference. They are because they're 7-1 on the season. Their only loss was to Farmington. They are 17-6 overall. Coach Dale Leonard looking at maybe a 20-win season. It would be his third consecutive 20-win season at Mountain Home. That's what I said. They have told a lot of people that they're going to be down after this year, but they've been gearing up the last couple years to make a little run at it. And they made it to the semifinals last year, lost to Greene County Tech by 50-35, and the semifinals was actually hosted at Greene County Tech. They've actually turned around and played Greene County Tech 3 times this year on boys and girls action. But they are second best, and as I said, 17-6 overall. Looking at the rest of the conference, Van Buren is third in the conference at 5-2. Greenwood is 4-4, and they are fourth in the conference. Alma, Harrison, and Siloam each with 2 wins in the conference. Lady Cyclones at 1-7, 9-14 overall. You got to finish in the top 4. I say this all the time. Just finish in the top 4. The lower classifications, they have a conference tournament, district tournament that you have to finish in with 5A and 6A. You finish in the top 4, you go to state. So Russellville 3 games out of that spot that Greenwood holds. You still get to play Greenwood again. It's going to be a tough uphill climb because of getting swept by Alma, who's a game ahead of you, and also losing Wednesday night to Harris. And Lady Cyclones, if they're going to make state, are going to have to pull off an upset or 2 in the last few weeks. The good news is, though, counting tonight, they're going to play 4 games at home. So 4 of the last 6 games will be here at Cyclone Arena. On Tuesday night, they will host Van Buren, and that'll be a part of Colors Day. We will get word if they're going to play the girls' game first and tell you before we go off the air tonight. But before we do that, before we move on further about what's on the rest of the season, let's look at tonight's matchups. Of course, we have this one here at Cyclone Arena. Greenwood is at Harrison, Alma's at Farmington, and Siloam Springs is at Van Buren tonight. Again, Van Buren will be the team that we bring in on Tuesday. 1 week from tonight, we're back on the road as we travel to Siloam Springs. Got 2 more road trips, and they're both easier drives than what we've had to do the last couple weeks to be at Siloam Springs and at Farmington. We're going to take a break, come back with the starting lineups. So this is Lady Cyclone Basketball, River Country, KCJC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
A career in cosmetology is one where your success depends on you. But did you know cosmetology is more than just hair? If you want to do manicures and pedicures only, ask about the Nail Tech program at Arkansas Beauty College so you can provide high-quality manis and pedis to your clients. Arkansas Beauty College is also ACCSC accredited, so financial aid is available to those who qualify. To learn more, call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today. Earnings are according to the clients you build.
KCJC Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country, KCJC.
Well, welcome back to Cyclone Arena. Russellville taking on Mountain Home. I think I may have figured out why Mountain Home is so good, and they're 17-6, 7-1. It's because I went over to the official book and they've marked 6 starters. So if they're getting to play 6-on-5, maybe that's the reason they're winning so many of these games.
Well, has there been a rule change that we don't know?
Maybe. You know, that used to be 6-on-6 years ago in girls high school basketball. In fact,
that's right.
The only state championship that the Lady Cyclones won was right around that time they were making the switch over to 5-on-5. But here's who we think is going to start for Mountain Home. 5'10 senior number 2, Brooklyn Mitchell. 5'10 senior number 3, Jayla Yonkers. 5'5 senior number 4, Lauren Rawls. 5'6 senior number 32, Lakin Anderson. And 6' senior number 33, Livy Fosness. Again, I said senior on every single one. For the Lady Cyclones, it'll be Chloe Garner, number 3. She's a junior. Jasmine Garcia, junior, number 5. Senior, Lizzie Harrison, number 10. Junior, number 14, McKinley Walls. And senior, number 15, Kyra White. Lady Cyclones coached by LaShonta Johnson. Mountain Home coached by Dale Leonard. They've stopped all the music. They're getting ready to do the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance, so we are going to take a break. When we come back, they will be doing the starting lineups, and we'll be getting ready for the tip-off. Here at Cyclone Arena is the Lady Cyclones taking on Mountain Home. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Students at London and Oakland Heights. They are led tonight by our London music teacher, Sarah Gottspelner, and our Oakland Heights music teacher, Kelsey Kogan. And now for a moment of silence. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rehabilitation.
Welcome back. We were just treated to the national anthem by students from Oakland Heights Elementary School. And, of course, did the Pledge of Allegiance and all that. So both teams getting introduced right now, so we will be getting ready for the tip-off here shortly. We mentioned the starting lineup for Mountain Home, and again, in our last segment, they said they had marked 6 players for the start. You have to come over. The coaches always come over and mark their starters. They also have to check the numbers, make sure they're matched, because if you play a player, you accidentally wrote down the wrong number or they're not listed, then you start the game with a technical foul, or as soon as they come in the game, there's a technical foul assist. So they had marked 6 starters, but it is going to be Brooklyn Mitchell, Jayla Yonkers, Lauren Rawls, Lakin Anderson, and Livy Fosness. Livy Fosness is the one that's probably going to be playing at Harding next year. She is the 6-foot senior. Brooklyn Mitchell, number 2, she's the one going to Ouachita Baptist. Number 3, Jayla Yonkers is the one who has verbally committed to Missouri Southern. They are 7-1 in conference play, 17-6 overall, coached by Dale Leonard. He's in his 30th season as a head coach. In all his seasons coaching, he has actually coached at Mountain Home. Coached some other sports too. He's done a little bit of softball. Longtime coach for golf at 2 different stints. A fantastic golf coach. But girls basketball is what he has done most. And actually picked up his 400th victory back in 2024, and he did it in style. He beat Greenwood. I mean, of all the teams to get it against, Greenwood, that would be the one in girls basketball that you would want to have your 400th victory. Coming into tonight, he's got 461 victories at Mountain Home. For the Lady Cyclones, I mentioned Chloe Gardner, number 3, Jasmine Garcia, number 5, Lizzie Harrison, number 10, who had a career high 22 points in the loss Wednesday night against Harrison. Fantastic. Her previous career high, I think, was 10 points, and she blew that out of the water in the first half. Had 10 points against Little Rock Hall, but 22 Wednesday night. McKinley Walls, the junior, at number 14, and Kyra White, number 15, she is a senior. That's your starting lineup for the Lady Cyclones. LaShonta Johnson, the head coach for Russellville, in her 3rd season as a head coach of the Lady Cyclones. She has 39 victories overall in the middle of her 3rd season. Russellville 8-14 overall, 1-7 in conference play, 5-4 here at Cyclone Arena, averaging 47 points a game, and an opponent averaging 50 points a game. So, I mean, and you look at that stat, hey, we lost a lot of close games. We have. Russellville's lost a lot of close games. They lost to Harrison on Wednesday night, 55-52. They lost to Alma earlier this year by 4. It's been some ball not bouncing our way a few times in girls basketball. Just looking for that breakthrough. Hopefully we can get it tonight. Mountain Home in their road blue uniforms with gold and white trim. The Lady Cyclones in all white after wearing black in the first 2 games of this year against Alma and Harrison. We're ready to go. Waiting to jump center, Libby Hosness will win the opening tip for Mountain Home as she was jumping against Kyra White, and away we go. 4 of the last 6 home games, 4 of the last games to finish the season are going to be here at Cyclone Arena. The Lady Cyclones already enjoying the benefit. A bad bounce pass by the Mountain Home Lady Bombers out on the wing turns the ball over for Russellville. Nikki Duval, Aaron Duval with you on the audio side. And Chase and Maggie Canfield on the video side. We welcome you for Russellville basketball tonight on this wonderful Friday night. Better than where we were last Friday night, getting ready for a winter storm. There's Kyra White in the lane on the drive, hitting the first basket. There's so many players like this. You'd love to see it going. She's one of them.
Well, that was a beautiful shot. As a high-arching shot. She didn't want that one blocked.
She scored 8 points Wednesday night. Her first one came at the end of the first quarter when she hit a 3 on the buzzer to give the Lady Cyclones a lead. A missed shot from the top of the key. Fosness with the rebound, putting it up and in. We're all tied at 2, just like that. Jasmine Garcia running a point for Russellville. Did not get in foul trouble Wednesday night. Was playing most of the game. Here's Lizzie Harrison. She'll launch a 3. This one rimmed out. With the rebound is Brooklyn Mitchell. Harrison has not hit a 3 this year, but that would look good when it left her hand. Mountain Home can shoot it from outside. Faking the 3, attacking was Brooklyn Mitchell, but she forgot to put the ball on the floor, and it's whistled for the travel.
You know, I was going back looking at my notes when we played Mountain Home there, and I made a notation that a lot of their players like to park themselves in that lane. So we'll see if we see that tonight and how the officials handle that.
Garcia will launch a 3. This one matches. Goes and gets her own rebound. Puts it off the glass and in. So many times that shooter knows exactly where the ball was going. She missed it badly to the left, but she knew, and she ran around her man. The defender was just watching the play instead of blocking her out. Lady Cyclones lead at 4-2. Right side 3-pointer by Mitchell is short as it draws iron. Kyra White the rebound for Russellville, and here come the Lady Cyclones.
Well, that's a good teaching point. Anytime you shoot a long one like that, as a shooter, you need to start following up your shot.
Boy, Garner double teams. Somebody's open. It's McKinley Walls, top of the key. 3-pointer will miss. Fosness the rebound for Mountain Home. Looking for the outlet. She gets it to Yonkers. Yonkers in the front court. Bounce pass is going to be taken away by the Lady Cyclones. Another steal for Kyra White on the season. There's a drive missed shot from the right lane there by Jasmine Garcia. Walls the rebound. Long pass down the floor. Going to Anderson. It was tipped before it got to her. Almost another turnover on a pass by Mountain Home. Boy, Mitchell really wanted that 3-pointer from the top. She was guarded, gets it back, and now she'll shoot it. Again, it's short. The ball was tipped and falls right in the breadbasket of Jasmine Garcia. 2-on-1 turns into a 2-on-2 as she mishandled the basketball, got it back, but we were unable to attack. Here's Chloe Gardner attacking right side of the lane. Shot, I don't know if it's a shot or a pass, but it's picked out of the air by Lizzie Harrison.
You could call it either way. It looked like a good pass.
22 Wednesday night. She's only averaging just under 6 points a game, but that'll up your average when you can drop that many, and she's got a bucket here. The Lady Cyclones with a 6-2 lead. Firing it inside. Great pass from Mitchell to Faustness, who is on the left block. She has all 4 of Mountain Home's points.
Yeah, we let Faustness get behind us there in the lane. We got to watch that.
Lady Cyclones have some people that would love to pull the trigger from the outside if given the open look. Garner one, Walls the other. But this time it's going to be Garcia. She'll miss her second 3 of the game. The rebound this time. She followed her shot, but the rebound controlled by Mitchell. Long pass ahead to Yonkers, who hits a layup, and we are tied.
Well, we talked about that in pregame. We got to hustle back. Don't let them get a fast break points on us.
Under 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Tied at 6. Garcia has a screen left and right. She'll choose the left side. The roll wasn't there. Here's a 3-pointer missed by Harrison. Rebound comes to Lauren Rawls. She almost double dribbled there. Got the pass off to Yonkers, who tries to split a double team, can't, but the loose ball picked up by Anderson, missing the shot. Missing a follow is Faustness. The Lady Cyclones have it on the move. The pass is denied, knocked out of bounds, right in front of the Mountain Home boys who got here earlier. As it goes out of bounds, and basketball is somewhere in the front row. Nobody knows where it is over on the far side. I was looking at their media guy, Dylan Conley, who's over there on the front row. They showed up early because I thought there was going to be a JV game, JV girls. And I said, we don't play JV girls, and with 10 players on the team. And so they were here extra early. And you got to leave really early if you're going to be here early for Mountain Home. Lady Cyclones will turn the ball over on the drive and the pass along the baseline. Kylie White, number 4, into the game, the sophomore, averaging just over 5 points a game. Left side, Yonkers, cross-court pass to Mitchell. Lady Cyclones, can they get the steal or picking it out of the air? And this time again we do, and this time it's Lizzie Harrison. Crossover dribble by Garcia. Beating her man off the dribble, missed the shot from the left side. Rebound comes to Faustness. Long pass down the floor to Yonkers. You can see that that's one of the things they're doing as she got the layup. They're having one of the guards take off running as soon as we shoot it.
Yeah, and we're going to have to just watch that. We may have to send one of our players back, not go in for a rebound.
Not exactly snowbirding where you're just staying back there. They're playing defense, but you watch, a shot goes up, and it's been Yonkers, number 3, that has taken off down the floor. And it's worked to perfection twice for 2 layups. And here's a baseline jumper there by Lizzie Harrison. She's got 4, and we're tied at 8. 2:45 left to play here in the first quarter. At the top is Yonkers. She'll launch the 3. This one's short. They've missed 3 of them by hitting the front of the iron. Kyra White the rebound. Garcia pulls up from 18. Misses this one. Faustness the rebound for Mountain Home. One-handed baseball pass all the way down to this time. Mitchell is the one, and she's going to be fouled going to the free throw line here. Different player this time that released down the floor, but they do get the ball to her, and it'll be 2 shots for Mitchell. As the foul's called on Kyra White, her first and the team's first. Checking in for the Lady Cyclones will be Chloe Gardner. She checks back in, this time replacing McKinley Walls, who gets her first breather of the game. Brooklyn Mitchell, 5'10" senior. She's the one going to Ouachita Baptist next year. She hits both free throws, and Mountain Home up by 2. Nobody's had, or they haven't had more of a 2-point lead. We had a 6-2 lead early in the quarter. Garner is going to be fouled. First foul called on Mountain Home. It's play defense with 2 hands. They'll let you put 1 hand on the player, but not 2. Lakin Anderson whistled for that one. Lady Cyclones will inbound along the baseline. Trigger man Chloe Gardner jamming everybody up in the lane. Somebody's got to break free. It's Lizzie Harrison, catch and shoot from 15. That one rattled out.
That was close.
Yeah, good play design. You get a 15-footer like that off the inbounds pass, you'll take it. Driving all the way, we'll get a foul called on Russellville. This will be 2 shots for Brooklyn Mitchell. And a foul called on Lizzie Harrison, her first and the team's second.
Back in the line for Mountain Home, shooting 2 will be Brooklyn Mitchell.
Minute 59 left to play here in the first quarter. Mitchell at the free throw line once again. Perfect 3 of 3. She hits that one. A 3-point lead for Mountain Home, 11-8. She hits them both, 12-8. Lady Bombers with the lead. Chloe Gardner on the right side. Near the corner is Kylie White, feeding it to Garcia, lost the handle on it, picked up there. Gardner will shoot the 3 and miss. Backside rebound, chased down in the corner by Anderson. We have a reach-in foul called on Jasmine Garcia. That'll be her first. Coach Leonard, the head coach, his assistant is actually athletic director Mitch Husky, who spent years as the basketball coach at Mountain Home. Came out of retirement a little bit to be an assistant coach at Mountain Home for girls basketball when his daughter played. And says this is his last year to be an assistant. He's going to go strictly athletic director after this year. Levi Faustness made a bucket, gives him a 6-point lead, and now Faustness with a steal. Ahead, layup missed by Mountain Home. Mitchell just flat out missed that one. It's out of bounds, belongs to Russellville. McKinley Walls will check back in for the Lady Cyclones. Replacing who? Coach Johnson looking, and she's going to say Kylie White. LaShonta Johnson in her 3rd season. Her assistant is Austin Turner in his 2nd season as her assistant. Russellville trailing 14-8. Garcia beating her man off the dribble and the double dribble called as she got just outside the lane. We saw a double dribble Wednesday night. You don't see those too often. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. 3-pointer on the way, missed by Mitchell. Rebound Faustness putting up, she'll miss that one. Another offensive putback, that one missed. Ball tipped around, and Kyra White the rebound. Walls in the corner to Gardner. Looking for some help, cross-court pass. Kyra will launch the 3. Lady Cyclones missed that one, but caught in the air. Off the air ball is Lizzie Harrison putting it up and in. She's got 6. We haven't hit a 3 there, but that one almost you could call an assist on. They're going to go inside quickly. Well, those quick passes to Foss's have worked. She's got 8. 16-10. Lady Cyclones trailing with the basketball with 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. You can hear the countdown by our bench. Gardner gets it to Harrison just inside the free throw line. We'll miss that one. Rebound comes to Rawls. Ball knocked away. And that's the way we're going to end the first quarter. The Lady Cyclones trailing by a score of 16-10. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day-one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
Johnny Story along for River Valley Furniture, still south of high prices. Have you been by the Ashley Home Store? You know, a lot of folks think that Ashley is owned by a corporation, but that's not the case. River Valley Furniture owns and operates the Ashley Home Store. So Doug, Leon, Hunter, and all the staff invite you to come visit. Consider this your personal invitation to visit River Valley Furniture's Ashley Home Store, just off the Conagra exit of Interstate 40, Highway 331.
After one quarter play, both teams cold from the outside. No threes made in that first quarter.
None whatsoever. And again, I'm repeating myself what we said in pregame. We cannot let this team get behind us on a fast break or even working the ball in the lane. And they've scored at least 6 points on that.
Faustness for Mountain Home leading them with 8 points, 4 each for Mitchell and Yonkers. The Lady Cyclones led by Lizzie Harrison, who had 6, 2 points each for Kyra White and Jasmine Garcia. Lady Cyclones trailing 16-10 as we start the second quarter play. Lady Cyclones with the basketball. Garcia, they stretched out their zone a little bit, switched up their zone a different look here in this quarter. Trapping on the wing, it's going to lead to an intercepted pass by Brooklyn Mitchell. It's a 1-on-2 crossover dribble. She's attacking anyway. Missed the shot from the inside. Faustus has the putback. She's got 10, and it's an 8-point lead for Mountain Home, their largest lead of the game. I think we were surprised a little bit at that trap on the side. There's a three-pointer made by Chloe Garner. There we go. Chloe leads the team with made threes. She's got 38 now on the season. That stops their run, cuts the lead to 5. Faustus pushed out of the lane this time, caught it, kicks it back out to Mitchell. Left side, they'll try 3 Yonkers, and both teams now hitting a 3. That's their first, and Yonkers with 7. 21-13, Mountain Home with the lead. Wide open underneath was Lizzie Harrison. She was found by Jasmine Garcia. Lizzie with the left hand. She's got 8 points. They're going to go inside again, trying to get the ball to Faustus this time. We collapsed inside, and with the steal was Chloe Gardner. She was guarding somebody out of the wing, but she kind of was peeking at the top of the key to see that one. They double-teamed Kyra White, backed off, just switched men this time. Garcia dribbles to the right elbow. She'll miss the shot from there. Rebound tip and handled by Brooklyn Mitchell in the front court, racing ahead of her teammates. Takes it from the right side. She's going to be fouled. I believe it's going to be on McKinley Walls. Some more free throws for Mountain Home, as this will be the third trip for Brooklyn Mitchell. She's a perfect 4 of 4 from the line, and that was McKinley Walls on the foul.
And I classify that as a good foul.
Well, she kicked it into gear and got ahead of everybody. And hitting the first free throw, checking in the game for the first time. I think this may be their first substitution. And Livia Covey, a 5'10 junior, number 13, checking in for Mountain Home. And number 21, Addison McCarn, a 5'7 sophomore. For the Lady Cyclones, they'll check in with Anaya Staswick, number 33, the sophomore. It's our second substitution of the game. Does not bother Brooklyn Mitchell waiting. She still hits the free throw. She's a perfect 6 from 6 from the line. And it's back to an 8-point advantage once again, 23-15. Kyra White in the corner, getting it outside the lane, but posting up there was Garcia. Just a little triangle offense where she'll drive and feed it in the corner eventually to Harrison. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Pass was intercepted up top by Brooklyn Mitchell, taking it all the way. And count the basket. We got a foul on Brooklyn Mitchell, her first made field goal of the game, but going to the free throw line for the end one, as the foul is going to be on number 3, Chloe Garner. 8 points for Mitchell, and she's a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Missed that one. Rebound comes to Lizzie Harrison. Amaya Ely will check in for the Lady Cyclones at the next dead ball. Mountain Home leading by 10, 25-15. Chloe Garner has learned a little bit. She backed it back out, didn't want to get handled by the trap, but Kyra White, boy, she could see the floor beautifully as she finds Staswick inside for the wide open look. And Staswick with the bucket cuts the lead to 8. But that's the second long assist there by Kyra White. They'll try to answer with a 3. They miss. Yonkers in the lane with the offensive rebound. Misses the 15-footer. Garcia the rebound for Russellville. It's a 2-on-4. She's going to attack down the middle. They didn't stop her. They had 4 players back there, and Jasmine took it all the way.
She intercepts it.
Yeah, with the steal off the inbounds pass. Missed the shot. Fighting gets her own offensive rebound. Little fadeaway. That one won't go, but she draws the foul. And Jasmine trying to fire up her team, saying, let's go. And our team didn't realize that she had stolen the basketball. Jasmine going to the free throw line for the first free throws of the game. That foul called on Lauren Rawls, a 5'5 senior, her first foul.
Looking for Russell is number 25, Amaya Ely. Back in there for Mountain Home is number 32, Leighton Anderson. And number 33, Olivia Foster.
Missing the first free throw. And hitting the second. She's got 5 points. At the right elbow, they're going to go inside this time to Jayla Yonkers, who missed the shot. And finding her was Livy Faustus, and she was asking I think she was asking for a breather, but she's gone over to talk to her head coach, Dill Leonard, and he's just telling her some instructions. So I don't know if she was wanting to come out and they said no, or if she was just wanting to talk to them. The foul was called on Chloe Gardner, her second, and the team's third. Jaylee Yonkers at the free throw line for Mountain Home. Hits the first. Mitchell has shot 7 free throws for the Lady Bombers. The Yonkers getting a couple here, hitting both of them. 27 to 20. Lady Bombers with the lead. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Chloe Gardner pushing away Yonkers, who would get a little close there. Like, don't grab me. Push off a little bit. Make it where the ref can't see it. And here's Chloe Gardner taking it baseline without a dribble. Needs some help. Garcia has it with 10 seconds to shoot. She'll drive the lane. Feeding inside to Amaya Ely. What a pass there by Jasmine.
And Ely was waiting for it, and she was in good position to put that ball up.
Yeah, she was looking at Jasmine, not looking at the shot. Ely getting the bucket. Ely tipping a pass, and I think you could probably get credit to steal to her or Kyra White. The Lady Cyclones on the move, trailing by 5 and going to turn the ball back over as Garcia just lost the handle on it. Ely, the junior, number 25, with that too, and a little deflection on the pass. Working the point now, Jayla Yonkers, a 5'10 senior. She's the one going to Missouri Southern, number 3. Getting it right side to Anderson. Lob it inside. The pass was supposed to go to Mitchell. It was too short, and the Lady Cyclones have it on the steal. Kyra White started her way in. A little bit of contact. They didn't get the first foul, but they get the second one. The second time there was contact. Maybe warned Anderson. And the second time she did, they get her on the foul. That's her second. And the team's second for Mountain Home. She will check out of the basketball game. Lauren Rawls, the starter, will check back in. I got to pull her off there. Anderson was actually still on the floor, and the assistant coach pulled her off. Says, "Hey, we got 6 players on the floor. You got to get off here." As Russellville was inbounding it. 3:15 left to play here in the first half. Lady Cyclones trailing by 5. Almost a steal by Mountain Home as they knocked it out of bounds. Smart job by Chloe Gardner to let it go. Lady Cyclones with it. We're looking at Kyra White, dribbling on the left side. Driving from the left side all the way to the right side. Missed the shot, but there's Ely with the putback with the left hand.
Good rebound by Ely. She's again in good position to put that ball back up.
Right side is Brooklyn Mitchell. Taking it baseline, nothing there. Looking, boy, a floater pass to Yonkers, who hits an 18-footer with her heels inside the three-point line. The long 2. She's in double figures. And it's a 5-point lead once again for Mountain Home. 29-24, 2.5 to go here in the first half. Ely, pass goes off her hand straight to Kyra White. She'll launch one left side, missing the long 3. But with a long rebound of Staswick in the corner, gathers it. Here's Garcia. Jasmine just inside the three-point line, needed some help. And Coach Johnson didn't like the look where offense was going. She wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with her. 2:07 left to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing 29-24. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
You know, it's not many times that we are ahead of everybody in the conference, but for some reason it is tonight. We are sitting here with 2 minutes left to play in the first half. The game we're kind of watching is Van Buren and Siloam Springs, because Van Buren coming here on Tuesday night. They're nearing the end of the first quarter, and we're almost at the end of the second quarter. They have 44 seconds left. Van Buren leading Siloam Springs in a barn burner, 8-4. Offensive scoring there. And Mountain Home with a steal in the front court on the breakaway. It looked like Brooklyn Mitchell just tripped and they call a foul on Kylie White. I'm not so sure that Mitchell just didn't trip over her own feet.
I think she did.
Kylie whistled for the foul. Her first, the team's fourth. After the inbounds pass, they're going to go inside to Faustness, and we're going to get a foul called on Russellville. And this will be on Chloe Gardner. That's her third. And Russellville may be going to the bench to pull her out of the game. Lizzie Harrison and Jasmine Garcia, who is enjoying a little bit of a break, will have to check back in. Gardner will check out. She 3 fouls in all of them here in the second quarter. Amaya Ely also checking out. So Garcia and Harrison on the floor. Staying on the floor is McKinley Walls, Kylie White, and Kyra White. Both free throws were made by Faustness, who has 12 points. 31-24, the Lady Cyclones down by 7 after cutting it to 3, and almost a steal by Brooklyn Mitchell as a pass went off her leg, rolled out of bounds in the backcourt. Not a kick ball because you didn't make the motion to kick it. Ely's going to check back in, but did not get to the scores table in time before Russellville had inbounded the ball. Kyra White finding Harrison inside with a shot. That was not an easy pass and not an easy catch. She had a defender in front of her. She only had to reach over to catch that basketball, but Harrison has 10 and another assist by Kyra White. She's an assist machine tonight. Top of the key three-pointer by Yonkers. Again, short. Rebound. Kylie had it. It was out of bounds as Brooklyn Mitchell knocked it off of Kylie's leg as it goes out of bounds. Kylie will check out. Ely will check in. A minute 21 left to play here in the first half. Yonkers will hand it off this time to Rawls. Yonkers circling back around. She wanted to look over here behind the three-point line. A little bit too far. She gave it up quickly. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Yonkers. One-handed pass over on the right side to Rawls. Here's Addison McCarn, the sophomore. Back to Mitchell. She'll feed it in the corner. It looked like they were going to have an open look for a three, but instead we got a steal by Jasmine Garcia going all the way, and she's going to be fouled on her way to the basket. And Jasmine going to the free throw line for the second time tonight.
And this is our third free throw shooting. We'll shoot 2 of them. We'll have 4 of them. They've shot about 11 of them, I think.
Garcia 1 of 2 from the line. Hits there. She's got 6 points on the night. Checking in will be Tay Chairs, a 5'6" senior. Her first action tonight as she replaces Addison McCarn. These Cyclones with that basket by Harrison, the free throw by Jasmine, and 1 free throw by Jasmine. She missed the second one. Have cut the lead to 4 here. Mtn Home leading 31-27. These Cyclones led by 4 in the first quarter. We have a traveling violation coming up on Chairs, Mtn Home. That was our largest lead. Their largest lead's been 10. Russellville can't hold for 1 shot. There's 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 27 now. Harrison catches the pass, tried to bounce pass to Ely, but it was tipped out of bounds. Boy, if they don't make that defensive play, we get an open look. And Ely's already hit 2 from that left side in the lane. Harrison will inbound it. She'll get it up top to Garcia. Reverse it around in the corner. Three-pointer by Walls won't go. Rebound Mtn Home. Shot clock is off. 23 seconds left to play here in the first half. Mitchell is going to be fouled, and this is going to result in free throws, even though it wasn't a shooting foul. It'll be the 5th foul on the Lady Cyclones. Or I guess we've already committed 5. I think it's our 6th foul. And the foul is going to be on Jasmine Garcia, be her second. And it'll put Brooklyn Mitchell at the free throw line, who we don't want to see at the line. She has 8 points, and she's only made 1 field goal. She is 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and make it 6 of 8 as she misses the first one here. Garcia will check out here. You don't want her to pick up her 3rd foul with 19 seconds left. They'll miss the second one. Russellville had the rebound, but it's taken away by Brooklyn Mitchell. Faustness along the baseline guarded by Ely. Missed the shot there. Maya might have gotten a partial block. She does get the defensive rebound. Lady Cyclones in the front court with 8 seconds left. McKinley Walls gets it to Ely. Ball knocked away. We're going to whistle foul with 3.8 seconds left. The foul is going to be on Brooklyn Mitchell, her first. That actually helps Russellville. I think it helps us design a play here. White will catch and shoot off the pass and miss a three-pointer. We've come to the end of the first half. We'll take a break. The Lady Cyclones, they're close. They're not leading, but they're close. Within 4, trail it 31-27. We'll take a break, come back with your halftime stats. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the RussellvilleSchools.net transportation page.
Since 1971, Sorrel's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrel's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment, highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrel's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrel's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones!
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming a player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Olathe Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Olathe Realty. 968-5668 or check them out, RussellvilleLiving.com.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Arts and Humanities on February 13th. Visit atu.edu/focusdays to register for free.
We're here at halftime at the Cyclone Arena with the Lady Cyclones trailing Mountain Home 27-31. Close game. We've kept it close this first half. The Lady Bombers, from the outside, they're 1 of 8 from three-point line. They're 11 of 13 from the charity stripe. Russellville is 1 of 9 from three-point, and we're only 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's where the Lady Bombers have hurt us, is those free throws, shooting 13 and making 11. The other thing that's hurt us is letting the Lady Bombers get behind our defense, either on a fast break or working in the lane. They scored quite a few underneath the basket. And I know it happened in the first game up at Mountain Home, and I've been watching it. Number 33, Faustness, she likes to get in there. One time in the second quarter, I counted about 11 seconds. She was in the lane, and she's good underneath that basket. She's going to make some points. Very tall girl, but Russellville's going to have to do something to counteract that. And the other thing is we've got to start making some good, quick passes. We cannot telegraph our pass. We've got to be able to, instead of lobbing the ball and not throwing it across this defense, because they're going to intercept it, but our passes have got to be quick and sharp.
Yeah, Livy Faustness leading the Mountain Home Lady Bombers with 12 points in the first half. Jayla Yonkers with 11. Brooklyn Mitchell has 8. And she was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. and then missed the next 3. And so maybe we put the hex on her there. That's the only 3 players that have scored for Mountain Home. The only foul trouble, I guess you could say Lakin Anderson has not scored but does have 2 fouls. Lady Cyclones have some foul trouble. Chloe Gardner with 3 fouls and Jasmine Garcia with a couple, so Russell will have to watch that. But leading the way in the first half, Lizzie Harrison picking up where she left off. 22 against Harrison on Wednesday night. She's got 10 points tonight in this first half. Jasmine Garcia with 6 points in the first half. Amaya Ely with 4. Chloe Gardner with 3, the only 3 we made. Kyra White and Anaya Staswick each with 2. Kyra not scoring as much, but boy, she is a assist machine in that first half, leading to quite a few buckets from Lizzie Harrison and Amaya Ely. Lady Cyclones trailing by a score of 31-27. We'll take a break, come back with more. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Ready to shape your future? At Arkansas Beauty College, a career in cosmetology means your success is in your hands. And with their hands-on ACCSC accredited programs, you'll have the skills and confidence to build a thriving beauty business. Plus, with financial aid available to those who qualify, your dreams are closer than ever. Imagine a future where your earnings grow with every new client you build. It's never too late to start your new career. Call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today.
Lady Cyclones had one of their worst shooting nights of the season. The first time they played Van Buren, lost the game 50-29, but just could not score. Tough gym to shoot in there at Clara Bates Arena. Lady Cyclones will be hosting Van Buren on Tuesday night for the return trip. That'll be Colors night here for Russellville. So that's your next chance to catch them here at Cyclone Arena Tuesday night when both teams host Van Buren. Van Buren hosting Siloam Springs tonight. Late in the second quarter, just a really low-scoring game. It's 14-8, the Lady Pointers leading. Here at halftime, our score 31-27. The Lady Cyclones trailing by 4. Led 6-2, led a little bit early in that first half. Trailed by as many as 10. Lady Cyclones cut in the lead a couple different times. Got as close as 3 at one point before they hit the next 5 points. And Russellville not going away. Just keep it close and see what happens here in the second half. Coach Dale Leonard standing up, getting his team ready, and Lady Cyclones hustling back to the bench too, and I think we're about ready for action. Starting the second half, it'll be Mountain Home basketball. And checking down there and seeing, I can't tell who Russellville's going to start the second half. Saw one of the nominations for Coach of the Year, Karen Chenault, the cheer Coach of the Year. She's was one of 10 finalists for the entire state. We had a few, actually. Aubrey Howerton, the dance coach, also. I should be making announcements for that soon via the AAA website. Russellville's going to start off with their, four of the original starting five, minus Chloe Gardner. I was wondering about that because Chloe with 3 fouls. She picked up 3 in the second quarter, and so instead of Gardner, it'll be Amaya Ely. After that, though, 4 of the main 5, Garcia, Harrison, Walls, and Kyra White. I said it was Russellville basketball. They actually had it marked wrong, so it's going to be Mountain Home basketball. And we're back to action. Lady Cyclones opening in a zone with Walls chasing the basketball around the top of the key. They'll get in the corner to Yonkers, who dribbles from the corner all the way to the lane and hits the shot from just inside the free throw line. She has 13 points, and now she's their leading scorer as Mountain Home up by 6. As a steal by Mountain Home way out up top. Mitchell all the way, missing the layup there and tipped around. Ely comes up with a defensive board for Russellville. Walls open, left side, will miss the 3. Hit the iron, had to wait on it because it bounced up high in the air and hit the top of the backboard. Lady Cyclones just 1 made 3 in that entire first half. Mountain Home will try to answer, and they will hit the 3. The first points by Lakin Anderson. She's going to play at Harding next year, but she'll be playing softball. She hits her first 3 in a traveling violation. Russellville just seems a little bit out of sorts as we start this the second half.
Yeah, they do. They just, I don't know, it's just not clicking right now.
A couple turnovers right around half court. We had a steal, and right there was a traveling violation. Fosness working the high post this time. Triangular offense of their own, missing a 3, and Fosness getting the offensive putback and going to be getting fouled. She's got 14 going to the free throw line for the and 1. The foul's going to be on Lizzie Harrison. That'll be her second and the first team foul. 36-27 as they scored 5 points to start the second half. Mountain Home has. I said it was an and 1. She missed the shot, but we're going to 2 free throws here. Substitutions ready to come in. The official didn't check. And so Coach Johnson had to yell and say, hey, I've got a sub. That'll be Kylie White replacing McKinley Walls. Missed the second free throw. Harrison the rebound. Russellville trailed by 4 at the half with their first 6 points. They've extended it to a 10-point lead the second time. It's going to be Harrison inside. Her looked like she had an open shot but was blocked from behind. Mountain Home with the rebound quickly down the floor. Mitchell gets it up top to Rawls. Lady Cyclones in a zone of their own. Looked like for a minute Anderson was open from the 3-point line. They're going to go inside to Fosness, puts it up and in. Good defense there by Russellville to not foul. However, the pass over the top of the zone to get inside. And now they're enjoying their largest lead of the game at 12, 39-27. Here's a drive by Garcia. Can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled. That'll be on Livy Fosness. The 6-foot senior, it's her first foul. And Jasmine, she's the only Lady Cyclone that has shot free throws tonight. She's 2 of 4, 66% on the season. Going to the line for the 3rd time tonight. Checking in for Russellville is Anaya Staswick as Jasmine hits the first. Ely will check out. Again, Chloe Gardner on the bench with 3 fouls. I think we'll see her in the 3rd quarter, but may be a while. Garcia hits them both. That's our first points of the second half. 39-29, the Lady Cyclones trailing under 6 minutes to play in the 3rd. In the corner is Yonkers. Looking inside for Foster. She's outside the lane. Pass was too low. She's able to get it. No, back it back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. In the corner is Mitchell on the drive. Bounce pass to the top. They'll reverse it around right side. Anderson misses the three from the right wing. Long rebound, though. We had everybody blocked out, but the rebound just goes too long. All the way to the top, and they get another crack at it. Cross-court pass there to Yonkers, and whistle and a foul. This is going to be a blocking foul. Fighting around the screen is going to be Jasmine Garcia. That's number 3 on her. That's a tough foul when it didn't really affect the play.
Yeah.
And bounce pass comes on the right side to Yonkers. They'll launch a top of the key three, hitting nothing but net by Brooklyn Mitchell. And right after the three, Mountain Home calls a timeout. 42-29, the Lady Bombers with the lead with 5:16 left to play here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Mountain Home hitting a three and then calling timeout. I always wonder why teams do that, the momentum-killing timeout. 42-29, though, after that three, they have their largest lead of the game at 13 points. The Lady Cyclones need some points. They have not hit a field goal here in the second half yet, and Russellville turning the ball over here on their first possession after the timeout. Faking the three and then shooting a three is Mitchell. She's got back-to-back threes. And that's their first. I said they didn't hit a shot in the first half. They had 1 3, but there's 2 threes by Brooklyn Mitchell. Lady Cyclones trying to answer. They can't. Stashwick the rebound. The offensive putback won't go. Whistle? No whistle. We got a rebound by Fostness, and she was able to get the pass off to Brooklyn Mitchell at the top of the key. 45-29. Lady Cyclones picked a bad time to go cold. As they trailed by 4 at the end of the first half, it's up to 16, and they're going to miss a three from the right wing. That was a beautifully designed play that they worked to perfection, except just they missed the three. Brooklyn Mitchell kind of faded away and used the screen to get open. They threw the cross-court pass. Russellville trying to get the ball to Stashwick, who was open on the right block, but jumping in the passing lane was Lauren Rawls with the steal. Mitchell back the other way, will feed it inside for Fostness. It was knocked away there by Stashwick. The Lady Cyclones on the move. Jasmine Garcia attacking left side, shot up and in. There's our first field goal, and Jasmine's got 10.
Hopefully that'll get her confidence built up, and she'll start hitting some.
Mitchell will hit a three from the left side. She's 3 of her last 4 from behind the arc, and we got a timeout called by Russellville. The lead has been extended. It went from 4 at the half to 17 here, 48-31. We'll take a break as the Lady Cyclones trailing. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
We want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trade. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Silverado Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Silverado Autoplex, Russellville.
3 threes by Brooklyn Mitchell here in this quarter for Mountain Home has extended the Lady Bombers lead to 17, 48-31. We have boys action coming up after this, as it'll be our Cyclones against Mountain Home, and should be a good ball game. It was a tight contest up there at Mountain Home a month ago. Mountain Home won by 9, but it was a lot closer than that. Tie game with 3 minutes left, and the Cyclones just could not score in the lay going. In fact, Mountain Home finished on an 11-2 run. That's how the game closed out. I'm sorry.
I don't know if Mountain Home will keep doing this, but when we bring the ball across half court, they're double teaming the ball. They're not doing it right now, but they have been doing it. There they go.
Lady Cyclones get the pass inside. We're going to get a foul called as Jayla Yonkers blocked the ball away with her right hand, but her left hand was wrapped around Anaya Stashwick. kind of like you see a defensive back in football do. And she's whistled for her first personal foul, and the second team foul called on Mountain Home. Chloe Gardner, who has been riding the pine for the entire second half so far, will check into the game. She had 3 fouls in the second quarter, and she checks back in, replacing Staswick. Lady Cyclones will inbound along the far side. Gardner gets it inbounds to Kyra White. Her pass tipped and picked off by Mountain Home. Lady Bombers in the front court. They'll hand it off to Mitchell. She's been on fire. She'll pass the ball around. Don't let her get open. She's calling for it at the top of the key. They don't see her. They'll launch a 3 from the left side. This time Lauren Rawls, and she hits it her first points of the game. She's a 3-sport athlete, soccer, volleyball, and basketball, hitting the 3, and it's a 20-point lead for Mountain Home. That's what they beat us by up there. They beat us by 20, 67-47. On the offensive side for Russellville, we have a foul called on Jaylee Yonkers. She's picked up fouls on 2 of the last 3 possessions for Russellville, her second and the team's third. Off the inbounds pass, Russellville will miss a 3. Kylie White missed it from the left side. Rebound right side to Mountain Home. In the front court is Brooklyn Mitchell for Mountain Home, leading them with 17 points. Coming alive here in the second half with 9 points. Can she make it 12? She'll miss that 3-pointer. Rebound inside. Yonkers had it. She goes to the floor to protect it. And a tied-up basketball. It's going to be a tied ball, or it's going to be traveling. You know, it's going to be one of the two. And they'll call tied-up ball, and it belonged to Russellville in the alternating possession.
Fostness comes back in for Mountain Home. Man, she's got Lizzie all wrapped up.
They're going to take the ball away. Mitchell knocks away as a loose basketball, but picked up by half court by Lady Cyclones' Kylie White. She'll get the pass from her sister Kyra, and in the corner. She got a dribble, and now she doesn't. House to Harrison in the lane from the right side. Doesn't get the bounce. A rebound, Mountain Home. Russellville had a shot there. Just couldn't go with it. Yonkers. Her pass actually hits the bottom of the net as it goes all the way to the right side. We're going to get a foul on Russellville on the drive by Brooklyn Mitchell. And this is going to be on Lizzie Harrison. That's her third. And Brooklyn Mitchell, who looked like world beaters from the free throw line in the first half, hit her first 6, has missed her last 3. And she's back on track there. She hits the first. 18 points for Brooklyn Mitchell. You hear that thud, that's our crowd mic. And we have the floor wired, and right when somebody runs right past it, they'll hit the floor. You heard that from Maya Ely, who is running into the game. She's replacing Lizzie Harrison, who's getting a break, but also because she's got 3 fouls. So a good chance to get her out and get rested. Both free throws are good by Brooklyn Mitchell. Lady Cyclones trailing 53-31. Garcia on the left wing. Little crossover dribble, leaves her man in the dust, pulls up, hits the 15-footer. She's got all 6 of our points here in the second half, trying to keep Russellville, help us claw our way back in it. Mitchell will take it baseline around 2 players. Couldn't get around the third. It was out of bounds. They're going to say off Russellville. Staswick checks back in for the Lady Cyclones, replacing Chloe Gardner. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 47 left to play here in the first half. Left side 3-pointer missed. A rebound underneath Lauren Rawls. I'm chuckling because she was actually trying to block out her own man, didn't realize it. And she was blocking out Brooklyn Mitchell, and she was knocked to the floor by her teammate. Lady Cyclones trailing by 20. Have the basketball. There's a bump foul going to be called by Lauren Rawls, her second. They'll inbound it right to the end of the bench and right next to us. And Jasmine sees the double team, going to dribble around a little bit near the corner, keeping her dribble. Good job by Jasmine. The bounce pass goes off the leg of Fostness, and she chases it down in the corner. She'll get it away to Rawls in the front court. Mitchell, 2-on-1, stops on the right block shot. Blocked there by Ely, and we're going to get a tied-up basketball on the block shot. I said Ely, that was actually Staswick with the block shot. It'll belong to Mountain Home on the alternating possession. Good job by Anaya.
Oh, it was. She stayed right with the Mountain Home player.
Anaya with the block shot. Mountain Home with it. Do not reset the shot clock. They're going to launch a 3 and hit. Yeah, Lee, that's from way downtown. Brooklyn Mitchell. She's got 4 threes in this quarter alone. 22 points. She only had 8 in the first half. Here's the deal. She only had 1 made field goal in the first half. And she's got 4 made field goals here in the third quarter. Stashwick's going to hit the 3. Anaya can hit from out there. And she knocks that one down, answers. It's back to a 20-point lead for Mountain Home. Right side, Anderson trying to answer. Airballs a 3. The rebound goes to Yonkers, put back up and in, and she draws the foul. And that's going to be on Kylie White, her second. Yonkers going to the free throw line with 15 points. Make it 16. She hits that. 59-36, the Lady Cyclones trailing. Final minute of the third quarter. Whistle and a foul called on Brooklyn Mitchell. That'll be her second. Tell you, I heard that whistle. I thought they were going to call over and back. I'm glad, because that would not have been the call. When you cross the timeline, has to be 3 points, the basketball and both feet. And Jasmine was right around the half-court line, and she had only crossed it with 1 foot. She's going to the free throw line, as that's 5 fouls called on Mountain Home. Misses the first. She's now 4 of 7 from the line tonight. That's her 100th free throw of the season. She'll hit this one. She's got 13 points. She's the only Lady Cyclone that scored other than Anaya Stashwick's 3-pointer. Lady Cyclones trailing by 22. Mountain Home losing the basketball in the front court. They dive on it, and jumping up is the coaching staff for Mountain Home calling timeout. So they're going to try to save possession here. We're going to take a break. Lady Cyclones trailing 59-37. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country, KCJC.
28.5 seconds left to play here in the third. And Lady Cyclones trailing 59-27. Mountain Home calling timeout to save possession there. They have 28 seconds on the shot clock, too. It's a half-second differential. In the corner, 3-pointer is missed by Mountain Home. With the rebound is Mitchell in the lane, and pass knocked away. It's a loose basketball. Whoever wants it, grabbing it is Rawls, and she's on the floor, and we got a whistle, a tied-up basketball to belong to. They say Mountain Home. I thought we got it last time. Yeah, they said we got it. Okay, I thought we had the block last time. Yeah, they had switched. They did not switch. And Coach Dale Leonard laughing. He knew. He goes, yeah, it's a block shot. So he goes, he was telling the official, I don't think that's our basketball. Mountain Home head coach Dale Leonard on that. 11 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones in the front court. Garcia on the right side. Dribbles to the right elbow. White was not open. Tries to fire it inside for Ely. Ball was tipped and intercepted by Fawcett. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Our score, Mountain Home 59, the Lady Cyclones 37. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Yes, our tax refund is here. Okay, let's see. What do we do first? My phone's cracked. Battery dies by lunch. The couch has got to go. Oh, wait, and tires. Bald, slick, somehow never in the budget. But the tires get me to work and the kids everywhere they need to go. They're not a want, they're a need. At R&R Tire Express, I didn't have to choose. I got the tires we needed within 6 months, same as cash. No interest, no credit checks, and easy payments that line up with my paycheck. R&R.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
Bad quarter for Russellville because it took us a long time to get going, and Mountain Home was on fire in that third quarter.
Well, they hit 6 of 12 from three-point line. We scored 10 points in that quarter where they scored, what they have at half, 31. So
yeah.
they scored 28 points in that half.
Yeah, they almost doubled their score. Yeah, almost doubled their score. Russellville trailed at the half 31-27, trailed by 4. They trail by 22 right now, 59-37. You mentioned the 6 threes. Brooklyn Mitchell had 4 of the 6 threes. Rawls and Anderson each had 1. As we start the second half, Mountain Home with the basketball and immediately finding Brooklyn Mitchell for the 2. Well, we held her in check in the first half to 1 field goal. That's her 24th point. She had come alive in that third quarter with 4 threes and a couple free throws. Lady Cyclones trailing 61-37. Garcia, the White, looking inside for Harrison. Harrison's been out for a little bit because of the picking up 3 fouls in the third quarter. Have not scored here in the second half, but she had 10 points in the first half. That foul on Brooklyn Mitchell, her third and the team's first. In the corner for Russellville, Kyra White will miss the long 3. So the long rebound comes to Lauren Rawls, the 5'5" senior. Mountain Home going to walk it up the floor. At the top is Yonkers, takes it left side of the lane with the left hand, a little scoop, maybe a little too far out for that. They had the rebound, as Fosness did, but it was literally ripped away by the Lady Cyclones, McKinley Walls. And a pass in the front court's going to be picked off by Mountain Home. Mitchell ahead to Yonkers, step back 15-footer is good. Jaylee Yonkers, maybe a quiet 17 if that's possible. Check that, it's 18. She's got 18 points. Left side, McKinley Walls missed the 3. Follows her own shot to get the rebound and misses the follow. Just a little too hard off the backboard. 63-37, the Lady Cyclones trailing. 6.5 to go. A 3-pointer hit from the corner, Lakin Anderson. Her second 3 of the game, and we have a timeout called by Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing 66-37 with 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the ball game. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones trailing 66-37, and Russellville calling timeout here. A little over 6 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Russellville will be hosting Van Buren Colors Night on Tuesday. Do want to tell you update. I talked to the athletic director, Ben Goodman. He says we're not reversing, and I'm glad. I hate it when they do that, play the boys' game first, the girls' game second. Basketball players are creatures of habit. They have their own routine, and always seems like we don't play well when we reverse that. Last year we did not. We're not doing it this year. So it'll be girls' game first on Tuesday, tipping off at 6 o'clock. The boys will follow. Mountain Home intercepting a pass, and Lakin Anderson traveled. Didn't take 3 steps, took like 4 or 5 on that. 6:14 left to play in the game. Staswick going to be the trigger man. Gets it inbounds to Garcia. They're chasing her with a double team. Picks up her dribble, needs some help. Kyra White gets the pass. Right side to Staswick. She'll attack baseline. Lost the handle on it. Did not. Mountain Home did not touch it there. So it'll belong to the Lady Bombers. In the front court is Jaylee Yonkers. Fosness will hand it off to Mitchell. She'll miss the 3. Maybe she'll come back down to earth a little bit after that hot shooting in the third quarter. Lady Cyclones with the rebound. Jasmine just inside the 3-point line. Knocks it down. Jasmine, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's a great shot by her. Intercepted by the Lady Cyclones.
Staswick with the steal. Takes it all the way. Missed the left-handed layup. McKinley Walls with the putback. McKinley's first bucket of the game. On that play by Garcia, she drove around her man. If she'd have kept going, she would have been defended. So she stopped where she knew she had an open look and hit the shot. Mitchell for Mountain Home. Trying to feed it inside for Fostness. Just a bad pass. It goes off her fingertips out of bounds. Maybe there's a thing of getting too close because it looked like Mitchell was going to have a shot from 8 feet in. Maybe closer. That was Ely. She's going to check in at the next dead ball for Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing 66-41. Here's the next dead ball. This is going to be a foul called on Lauren Rawls, her third. Ely will check in replacing Lizzie Harrison. 5:07 left to play here in the ball game. Lady Cyclones trailing by 25. Staswick in the corner to Walls. Dribbled it off her foot. Picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell in transition. Coming in from the right side and whistle. We got a foul called. They didn't. Yeah, it is going to be a foul. The official didn't hold up his hand. And so if they hold up their hand with a fist, it's a foul. If they hold up their hand with an open palm, it's a violation or a jump ball or something. And they never saw anything come out of it. But here's an open three by Yonkers, who hits it from the right side. She's got 21 points. That foul previously on Russell was called Kyra White. That was her second. And now we got a foul on Lakin Anderson. She picks up her third. And the third team foul on the Lady Bombers.
There may have been more fouls on Mountain Home in the second half than they ever got in the first half.
Staswick, catch and shoot off the inbounds pass, misses her follow, but doesn't miss it a second time. 3 shots at it. Anaya gets one to go. She's got 7 points. That ties her career high. She had 7 points earlier this year against Siloam Springs. 69-43, the Lady Cyclones trailing. Under 4.5 to go. Yonkers rims out a 3. A rebound comes to Jasmine Garcia. Here come the Lady Cyclones in transition. Jasmine on left side. Turns around, flips it out behind a 3-point line to Kyra White in the lane. Pass deflected, picked up by Ely, who missed the shot. Can she get the follow? Missed that one. With the rebound is Foss, and she had actually hit the deck. Lost her balance. Able to get the defensive rebound there. Brooklyn Mitchell with 24 points. She's being guarded by Kyra White right now. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Looking inside for Fostness, who's wide open. Good pass. 17 points for Fostness. They have 3 players with 17 or more in the game. 24 for Mitchell, 21 for Yonkers. Kyra White looking inside for Ely. Missed the shot from inside. Rebound. Saved inbounds by Staswick, but it goes in the hands of Brooklyn Mitchell. Mitchell. Ball knocked away by Garcia. Ely. Staswick is wide open underneath. They get it to her. Anaya with the layup. She had lost her footing on the offensive side and was still back there when Russellville got the steal. I think Ely was surprised when she was dribbling and looked up and said, hey, we got a player down there. Here's another steal by Russellville. This one by McKinley Walls. Walls ahead to Staswick once again, and she can't control this when it goes out of bounds. 2:59 left to play here in the ballgame. Lady Cyclones trailing 71-45. It was getting close to that sportsmanship rule. They got 2 points away from it. Credit Lady Cyclones. They're like, we don't want that to happen. So they've been fighting every way and getting a little closer. And now Russellville will call a timeout here with 2:59 left to play in the basketball game. We'll take a break. This is Lady Cyclone basketball on River Country, KCJC.
There's just something nice about having a friend in the business. Johnny Story in to visit with you about River Valley Furniture at Russellville. There's a good reason why River Valley Furniture has been in business more than 3 decades. More than likely, you, your mom and dad, or your grandparents have purchased furniture from River Valley Furniture, and now you have that same opportunity to check out their new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331. River Valley Furniture, south of high prices.
Well, Mountain Home going to stay within a game of Farmington as they'll win tonight, leading the Lady Cyclones 71-45. Van Buren ahead of Siloam Springs 31-19. That's with 2:41 left to play in the third quarter. Russellville called that last time out. They have 1 left. Mountain Home with 3 left. Lady Bombers, Jayla Yonkers in the front court. Coach Leonard going to empty the bench a little bit at the next dead ball. Right side, Lauren Rawls gets it along the block. It's taken away by the Lady Cyclones. That was Lily Okavi, who lost the handle on it. Harrison in the front court gets it to Staswick, trying to get it back to Harrison. Ball was tipped and intercepted. Mountain Home in the front court, under 2.5 to go. Lauren Rawls out on the wing. Use a screen, gets it right side. Anderson, three-pointer short. Rebound put up and in there by Jaylee Yonkers, who's got 23, and now Mountain Home calling timeout, but it's just a substitution. A timeout. Tay Chairs, Deanna Human coming in. They're not wanting to get on the bench, and Coach Leonard says, hey, just stay on the floor. We're just subbing players in. 22, Deanna Human, 5'10 senior. 21, Addison McCarn in the game. Lady Cyclone's going to counter. Kylie White will check back in the game for the first time. Number 11 for Russellville, Bianca Silva, the junior. And also number 20, the sophomore, Taylor Cole. Lady Cyclones trailing 73-45. Classy move there by Coach Leonard. Former U.S. Marine and an OBU graduate. Taylor Cole has it inside. Ball knocked away and stolen by Mountain Home. This is Addison McCarn, a 5'7 sophomore. Guarded by Cole. Picks up her dribble. Needs some help. She'll get it to McKenna Miller. I knew there was one I missed that it got in the game. 5'6 sophomore. Miller had it knocked away. Gets it back. Here's Akavi. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Bombers. McCarn on the left wing. Started to take it baseline. Kicks it out. Akavi, a three-pointer. That one missed. Rebound comes to Amaya Ely in transition. Coming in from the left side. She lost the handle on it, and it'll belong to Mountain Home. Minute 14 left to go in the game. The Lady Cyclones going to fall to 1-8 in the conference. Mountain Home will improve to 8-1. Chairs gets it on the left wing to Human. On the drive, ball knocked away by Ely. She dives on the floor to try to pick it up. We'll have a tied up basketball. Will belong to Russellville. .55 seconds left to play here in the game. They jump double team Kylie White. She was able to get the pass off. Taylor Cole double teamed in the corner without a dribble. Step through, gets it away to Chloe Gardner. Good job by Cole to keep it alive for Russellville. Silva looking inside for Ely. The shot up, no good, but Amaya going to the free throw line. That was on Lily Akavi, 5'10 junior, her first. Ely going to the free throw line. She's 9 of 20 on the season. First free throw is good. She'll hit them both. 6 points for Ely. Lady Cyclones trailing 73-47. Mountain Home losing the basketball. It was knocked away, but last touch by Russellville. Coach Leonard caught it. He's not real happy.
He didn't want to give the ball to the official.
No. You know, he's made Final Fours in girls basketball more than 10 times. And that's fantastic. All at Mountain Home. Going to go inside to Akavi, and she hits the jumper. 8 seconds left to play in the game. Lady Cyclones get one last shot away here. Gardner to Silva, open right side for three, missed there. We've come to the end of the basketball game. Lady Cyclones lose this one by a score of 75-47. I'll give you some scoring totals first. For Mountain Home, Brooklyn Mitchell led the way for them with 24 points, 23 points by Jayla Yonkers, 17 points by Livy Fosness, 6 points for Lakin Anderson, 3 for Lauren Rawls, and 2 by Lily Akavi. For the Lady Cyclones, they had 2 players in double figures. Jasmine Garcia with 15, Lizzie Harrison with 10. Those were 2 scores in double figures. Anaya Staswick got close, had 9 points in the game. 6 points for Amaya Ely, 3 points for Chloe Gardner, 2 points each for Kyra White, and 2 points for McKinley Walls. Lady Cyclones fall to 8-15 overall, 1-8 in conference play. Mountain Home improves to 18-6 overall, 8-1 in conference play. Mountain Home looking like they are probably going to win 20 games for 3 consecutive years because they're only 2 games away. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, we played a good first half, I thought. Then all of a sudden, Mountain Home got hot on the threes. They hit those 3, hit 6 of those in the third quarter, 2 of them in the fourth. They were 9 of 24 overall, 15 of 18 from a free throw line. We were only 7 of 10 from a free throw line and 3 of 16 from threes. Mountain Home has a good team, but like I say, we played it close the first half, and we had some turnovers in the hot shooting of Mountain Home. Russellville just couldn't recover.
We're going to transition over to Cyclone Senior Boys after this break. Lady Cyclones lose at 75-47. This is Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
The Russellville School District is seeking bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming the player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Give back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Welcome back to Cyclone Arena, getting ready for Senior Boys matchup as the Cyclones taking on Mountain Home. I turn to my color man. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, in our previous game against Mountain Home up there, we got into a lot of foul trouble. Olson, he had 4. Williams fouled out. Heinzman and Campbell both had 4 apiece. And but I feel like this is a team we could beat. We just could not play our game with that many fouls. What we've got to do, we've got to control the boards at both ends. Now, our last game against Harrison Wednesday night, Williams had 6 rebounds, Thomas 8, Campbell had 13. And that we can do that against this team as well, but we've got to be able to get in position and control those boards. Free throws, I'll get it right in a minute, are very important. We've been shooting with a high percentage. We got to keep it that way. Here's the key. play our game at our tempo, under control. If we do that, play our game, we're going to be able to come out with a victory.
Yeah, Mountain Home won the first game between these two teams, 54-45. Just a 9-point game, but it was a lot closer than that, as we said. It was 43-43 late in that game, and Mountain Home went on 11-2 run. Russellville just could not get anything offensively in the final 3 minutes and lost the game after being tied and led a good portion of the second half. Mountain Home, that was the first time they've beaten Russellville in the previous 4 tries. So Russellville won. They swept them in 2025, swept them in 2024. They split the year before that. So Mountain Home stopping Russellville's 4-game winning streak against the Bombers and doing that up there at Mountain Home. But this one here tonight, it's got some I say playoff implications. Russellville really helped themselves by winning on Wednesday night against Harrison in a game they should have won, and they did. But looking at the standings, it's like this. Farmington is alone at 7-0, undefeated, 22-1 in conference play. They haven't lost to an Arkansas team in 3 years. The only losses they have is when they go out of state. But they're undefeated in the conference. Van Buren and Alma are tied for second at 6-1. Mountain Home right now has that third spot. They are 5-3. Russellville just 3 games behind them at 2-6. But if you win this one, okay, it's almost like gaining 2 games because you give them a loss and you pick up a victory, and then it gets really interesting because Russellville they play Van Buren tough there, and they'll get them here next week. Russellville's got some winnable games coming up at the end of the year. They play Siloam, which they usually do well against. They've already beaten Greenwood and Harrison. That's those 3 teams are in our last 6. So if you want to make state, tonight is a big, big game for the Cyclones. Of course, got to finish in those top 4 spots. Harrison at 0-8, Greenwood at 1-7. They're behind Russellville. Siloam Springs at 3-4. They're playing Van Buren tonight. In fact, conference games look like this. Siloam is at Van Buren. Alma's at Farmington. Greenwood at Harrison. Mountain Home here, of course, against the Cyclones. We got told that Farmington girls is beating Alma 73-18. And their best player's got 60 points. So she's still in the game is what they said. So I wonder if Alma made Farmington mad or something like that because we'll get to see her when we go up there here. And I guess that's a week from tonight, is it? No, I guess it's a week from Tuesday. I'll get here right in a second. So we're going to take a break, come back with the starting lineups between these two teams, the Cyclones against Mountain Home. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Education and Health on February 27th. Visit atu.edu/focus days to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass. glass.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us, Mike. Whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
They've turned off the lights here at Cyclone Arena as they're doing the hype video for the boys. So I'm going to have to recite Mountain Home starters by memory. Let's see how I do. They're going to start off with number 0, Jackson Corp. Number 1, Baylor Tate. Number 4, Cody Cormacoon. Number 10, Drew Haney. And number 22, Rhett Gilbert. They're coached by Josh Fulcher, who's in his 10th season at Mountain Home, assisted by Calvin Henry, whose first season there at the high school, 10th in the district of Mountain Home. For the Russellville Cyclones, they're getting ready to get introduced right now. Marcellus Olson, the junior, wearing number 0, gets the start. Junior number 2, Zayden Williams. The junior number 4, Zay Thomas. Sophomore number 5, Talon Heinzman. And the lone senior starting is number 21, 6'2" senior, Caleb Campbell. Caleb, a great night in the Wednesday night victory against Harrison. The Cyclones won that game 89-32, and Caleb Campbell scored 32 points, a career high for him. Zayden Williams was no slouch that night. He had 21 points in the game. Greg Chenault, the head coach for the Cyclones in his 3rd season as head coach at Russellville, assisted by first-year assistant Isaac Radlin. Russellville's 10-14 overall, 2-6 in conference play. We mentioned to you that Mountain Home's conference record, but didn't mention their overall record. They are 13-11 overall, 5-3 in conference play. They've won 2 in a row in conference against Harrison and Greenwood. They're 13-11, and 3 of those losses were to Greene County Tech. And what's funny about it is that the season ended today. They would draw Greene County Tech in the first round of the state playoffs, so they play them 4 times. State is going to be hosted at Farmington this year. Farmington beat out Mountain Home and Lake Hamilton. Cyclones wearing their white jerseys with just the Cyclone logo on front and the number. The Russellville R on the belt loop. Zayden Williams jumping center with Drew Haney, and Zayden wins the toss. How about that? I'm not sure what happened. They said, let's re-jump. Can you go back to 8 minutes? The official said, we're going back to 8. So,
what happened?
Oh, I know what happened. What happened was Zayden Williams touched the basketball on the tip. He can't grab it, and he's the one that grabbed it first. So they have to re-jump, and the official said, let's go back to 8 minutes. So that's why we restarted it. So if you jump center, you can't be the one to actually grab it, even if you tip it first. Somebody else has to grab it. So Mountain Home wins the opening tip. Well, we can't even win the opening tip. How about that? Mountain Home, if they didn't have a shot clock, would be very deliberate and take their time. We've seen them do that before. With the basketball is Tate. He'll give it right side to Gilbert. Gilbert, a long 3, and he hits. Rhett Gilbert gives them a 3-0 lead. Rhett Gilbert approaching 1,000 points in his career at Mountain Home. He'll get to add 3 to that. Talon Heinzman on the left side. He had a pretty good game, too, against Mountain Home. And Caleb Campbell picking up where he left off against Harrison. 32 that night. He's got 3 here from the top of the key. Mountain Home knows full well. Josh Fulcher was talking about Caleb Campbell in the pregame about it. So you got a good player out there that can hit just from anywhere on the floor, and he's right. Caleb's shown that he can hit from the outside and inside this year. Going to try to answer with a 3. They missed that one, and Talon Heinzman got the rebound. A little collision there. They could have called a foul. They let it go a little bit. It's fine as long as they don't call the walking violation. Marcellus Olson going to have the ball stolen away by Baylor Tate in the front court. Mountain Home and Russellville tied at 3. Mountain Home in their blue jerseys with gold and white trim. Corner 3 there by Baylor Tate. Misses the 3, the southpaw. On the rebound, though, is Corp. He puts it up and in from the lane. 5-3, the lead for the Bombers. Olsen up the left side of the floor. Zay Thomas out on the wing, and looked like Caleb Campbell was going to set a screen for him, but he pops up top of the key. 3-pointer by Thomas is no good for Russellville. With the rebound is Tate. They'll get it on the left side there to Drew Haney. They're going to run the shot clock down to about 15 if they get the chance on just about every possession, if you let them.
We tipped that one out of bounds.
That's right in front of the student section. And go inside to Corp with 13 seconds to shoot. Shot blocked there by Zay Thomas, and Heinzman with the rebound. He went up there and swatted that one away. Campbell right side, he's open. Caleb Bedford Campbell with a second 3. And he's got 40 on the season.
Oh, that was from downtown Russellville.
Yeah, that was. I'll tell you, his range is when he gets in the building. He gives the Cyclones a 6-5 lead. Kissing it off the glass on the drive on the left side is Drew Haney. That's his first basket. He takes the lead back for Mountain Home. Back and forth. We expected this seesaw battle. Well, what a move there by Zay Thomas. Hits the 15-footer from right elbow.
He had 2 of them faked out.
Well, when he was moving left, his defender was still moving right. That's how bad he faked him out. No answer with a 15-footer of their own. Rhett Gilbert, he's got 5. They put the score on the wrong side here.
Yeah.
They've got it 11-6 here in Cyclone Arena, but they're fixing it. Should be 9-8. Now they got it fixed, and no, ours is good. I was saying that just in case Chase and Maggie saw that. What's going on here? Russellville turns the ball over in the front court. Meanwhile, 4 minutes, 18 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. The Bombers with a 1-point lead. Catch and shoot, left side. Gilbert hits the 3. That's his second 3 of the game. Shows you why he's getting close to 1,000 points. His brother Wyatt graduated from Harding, played there. Russellville trying to answer, missing a 3 is Zayden Thomas. Mountain Home with the rebound. 4-point lead for the Bombers. Mountain Home with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Shoot another 3, and this one by Drew Haney. 15-8, 7-point lead for Mountain Home, and whistle the blocking foul taken. A jab step there by Zayden Williams. He got the defender on his hip, and the collision ends up in a foul on Baylor Tate, his first, and the first foul called in the game. Tate was sitting down on the floor for a while, but he's doing that to tie his shoe. Olsen was walking away from Campbell, who had popped free on the left side open. We get a foul meanwhile. And on Cormacoon, Cody Cormacoon is first and Mountain Home second. They're just not quick enough for us right now, and that's what's happening. They go inside. Campbell will miss the turnaround shot there with the rebound as Jackson Corp of Mountain Home. Long pass down to Tate. Tate jump stop in the lane, kicks it back out. Corp, and now whistling a foul called on, this will be on Talon Heinzman. His first, team first.
You know, that Campbell shot, that last one he missed, he got bumped around pretty good, but no call.
Yeah. 15-8 our score. Mountain Home with the lead. Right side 3-pointer by Haney. Missed that one. Rebound. Caleb Campbell goes up, and he pulls it away from Cody Cormacoon. Zayden Williams looked like he was going one-on-one. Now he's going to wait on a screen. Mountain Home makes the switch. Williams in the lane, turnaround jumper from 10. Got a little bit of shooter's bounce on that one. Rolls over the front of the iron, his first bucket. He stops the 8-0 run there by Mountain Home. (15-10) our score. The Bombers with the lead. Tate faked his man, got him up in the air, and drove around him, hit the 15-footer. 17-10 Mountain Home. Heinzman gets it to Zay Thomas. They'll reverse it around right side, and Campbell missed the three, knocked to the floor. They let him play on with the rebound as Tate. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Bombers will shoot a long three. Gilbert hits his third three of the first quarter. He's got 11, and Coach Chenault has seen enough. He wants to take a timeout. The Cyclones trailing by 10. Minute 38 left to play here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
A career in cosmetology is one where your success depends on you. But did you know cosmetology is more than just hair? If you want to do manicures and pedicures only, ask about the Nail Tech program at Arkansas Beauty College so you can provide high-quality manis and pedis to your clients. Arkansas Beauty College is also ACCSC accredited, so financial aid is available to those who qualify. To learn more, call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today. Earnings are according to the clients you build.
Well, after an early first quarter that saw 5 lead changes, Mountain Home's taken a 10-point lead, and it's off the hot shooting by Rhett Gilbert. He's hit 3 threes, 11 points. As a team, they've hit 4 in this first quarter. Haney hit the other one.
I don't know if we can put a hand in his face if that's going to stop him. He's that good of a shooter.
Yeah, he just keeps backing up, seems like. Russellville taking that timeout and maybe trying to cool him off a little bit. Zayden Williams missing the shot with the rebound. Mountain Home. And they're doing a good job. They're fundamentally sound. They're not going to give up too many offensive rebounds. You're going to have to work to get it. A lot of one-shot opportunities there so far by Russellville. Top of the key three. Goodness gracious. They hit that one. Landon Newton, who checked in the game during the timeout. He's the third different Bomber to hit a three-pointer. They got 5 in the first quarter, 23-10. Zayden Williams driving, shot the shot from the baseline, kind of hung in the air there. He's got 4, 23-12.
Yeah, Newton, number 24, Mountain Home, was trying to guard him. He just can't stay with him.
Mountain Home lost the handle on it. Good defense there by Heinzman. They're going to check in with Satch Cheek, number 12. He replaces Cody Cormacoon and also Tayshawn Henry. Now, if you didn't watch the first game that we had or didn't listen a month ago, Mountain Home will sub a lot. And what they do is when they have to sub 2 guys in, they'll sub 1 in, and then right before the ball is going to get inbounded, they'll sub another one in. Just a way to throw people off to try to get, a few extra seconds. And they sub a lot. Russellville turning the ball over, and they're going to bring in another sub. Rhett Gilbert, who's their leading scorer, will check back in the game. They hardly ever do they have multiple guys sitting at the scorer's table. They try to stagger it. Sometimes it can be a little annoying. 23-12 our score. As a foul called on the Cyclones, and this will be on Talon Heinzman, his second, with 3.3 seconds left in the first quarter. They're going to inbound along the right baseline. Inbounds pass comes out to Gilbert. He's going to launch one with a hand in his face. Missed that one badly. Williams the rebound. We've come to the end of the first quarter with our score. Mountain Home 23, the Cyclones 12. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Bill Wright Autoplex, Russellville.
Well, in the first quarter, Russellville had an 8-7 lead, and it was an 8-0 run by Mountain Home that propelled them to this 11-point lead after one, 23-12. In that first quarter, Russellville was led by Caleb Campbell with 6 points, 4 for Zayden Williams and 2 by Zay Thomas. For Mountain Home, Rhett Gilbert with 11 points, 5 points for Drew Haney, 3 for Landon Newton, and 2 each for Jackson Corp and Baylor Tate. The Cyclones will have it to start the second half.
With them hitting 5 of 7 threes, they were hot in that first quarter. Hopefully they've cooled off.
I hope so, because if they're going to hit, well, that's on pace to hit 20 in the game. I don't know if we'll be able to keep up. Russellville missing a shot from the corner. The rebound comes to the Bombers. Zay Thomas, Caleb Campbell, Marcellus Olson, Zayden Williams, and Caden Walton starts the quarter. Walton did not play in the first quarter. Ball was out of bounds, stays with Mountain Home. Joseph Karam, number 3. Called him James Karam the other night, Wednesday night. That's his little brother. Inbounds pass for Mountain Home comes to Rhett Gilbert. Olsen going to try to guard him as close as he can. Left side wide open look for Tate, who came off double screen. Missed the 3, but the follow is up and in there by Satch Cheek. 25-12 our score. The Cyclones trailing by 13. Zayden Williams, top of the key three-pointer, rims out with the rebound as Drew Haney. Ball knocked away by Williams. Karam has it for the Cyclones. Campbell all the way down to Williams. He's going to drive in the lane and lost it going up. A foul called on Mountain Home, and this will be on number 10, Drew Haney. I think he was hit in the face. Haney was for Mountain Home, and I think it was friendly fire. I thought he got hit by Gilbert.
I think he did.
Zayden Williams going to the free throw line to shoot 2. It'll be the first free throws of the game for either team. Williams 71% on the season. Caden Walton will check out for Russellville as Zay Thomas back in. First free throw was missed by Williams. He missed them both. Rebound, Mountain Home has it. Satch Cheek with the rebound. Baylor Tate going to bring it down the floor. Olsen closely guarding Rhett Gilbert, who does get the ball. They'll use a screen, but he was just looking to dish it off. Coming around screen, we got an illegal screen call. They were trying to get Marcellus Olsen off. Illegal screen by Satch Cheek, picks up his first, and Olsen got bumped pretty hard on that one. That's the first one by Cheek and the second one on Mountain Home. It was a screen down low as they were trying to bring Rhett Gilbert from underneath the basket out to probably catch and shoot a 3. They do creative ways to get him open. Karam has the ball knocked away, got it back. Olsen going one-on-one all the way. Shot missed there as he hits the deck hard. With the rebound is Jackson Corp. Gilbert in the front court. Gets in the corner. Tate back to Gilbert. He's open right side. Three-pointer missed. With the rebound is Williams. Williams, He got the rebound. He came down. He looked down at his foot and make sure he was in bounds. And since then, he goes coast to coast. Missed the shot there with the rebound. Karam trying to keep it alive for Russellville, but coming away with it is Cheek for Mountain Home. In the front court, corner three for Corp is good. His first three of the game. He's got 5 and a timeout called by Coach Chenault. The Cyclones have not scored here in the second quarter. Mountain Home leads it 28-12 with 5:38 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
Russellville struggling to score. They're just struggling all the way around. Mountain Home having their way right now, leading 28-12 with 5:38 left in the half. Cyclones already using 2 timeouts here in this first half. Russellville did make a substitution coming in the game for the first time. Number 35, senior Isaac Guillen. Provide a little bit of presence inside, maybe get an offensive rebound. Russellville is giving up a lot of size early in this game. Fadeaway jumper is good there by Zay Thomas, our first bucket of the second quarter.
Thomas has a beautiful fadeaway jumper. Used it up there against Harrison. Was very successful.
Get a foul in the back court. This is going to be on Marcellus Olson, his first, team's first. Out at home, crossing the timeline. And Gilbert gets it in the corner to Baylor Tate. Lost the handle on it, out of bounds. He's able to save it, but he can't do anything with it. He does get the pass off to Cormacoon. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Corp will hand it off to Gilbert. Lost the handle on it, didn't know where it was, and goes out of bounds. Mountain Home. Looked like Gilbert could have been whistled for a foul, too, because he pushed Williams out of the way. But they'll just say ball going out of bounds off him anyway. It's like he had one hand on the ball, one hand on Williams. He was going to say, going out of bounds or I'm committing a foul. I'm not giving away a breakaway layup on you. Top of the key three-pointer. Miss there by Williams, and defensive rebound by Satch Cheek, and we got a foul called on Isaac Guillen, his first, team second. Heinzman will check back in for the Cyclones. Drew Haney will be in for them. Cormacoon comes out. And who's coming out? Zayden Williams will check out for Russellville, his first breather of the game. We had 6 guys on the floor, so I knew somebody was coming out. Russellville going to full court press. Heinzman almost got a steal off that inbounds pass. Bounce pass it. Takes 2 bounces before it crosses the timeline and picks up by a Mountain Home bomber. Gilbert on the left side. Going to try to set a screen right side. He's going to fight over the top. No, Russellville makes the switch. Step back 3 by Gilbert is good. Boy, he's got a quick release there. Just sort of, he shoots it and pulls his hands back quickly. Almost like a little, trying to get there quick, you know. And he's got 4 threes in the game with 14 points. 31-14, the Cyclones trailing. Zay Thomas backing his way in. He'll stop and kick it back out. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Cyclones trailing 31-14. Olson splitting the double team on the drive. A reach-in foul is going to be called on who? This will be on number 12. It's Satch Cheek, his second. Mountain Home did not make state last year. They made it the year before. They're 20-11, lost in the first round to Benton. They were 13-17 last year. That's how many wins they have this year. 13-17 last year, 13-11 now. Russellville missing a shot from the inside. That was Guillen with the rebound as Haney all the way. A reverse layup by Corp, who's got 7, and everything going right for Mountain Home. Russellville hurting in the worst way right now, trailing 33-14. They're putting 2 hands on Marcellus Olson there. He does get the pass up to Heinzman. Did the same thing to Talon, didn't they? is Olsen. He'll pass on the 3, take it baseline, feeds it inside to Caleb Campbell. But before the pass, we have a foul called on Mountain Home. And that's going to be on number 12. Satch Cheek has picked up 3 fouls here in this third quarter. He's going to check out with 2 points. I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't know. They're asking us what score do we have. So I'm checking. What do we got? What we have? We have that. All right. Live radio. How about that? The scorekeeper saying what score do we have? We have the same thing. We do, 33-14. I'm looking. I know we've only scored 2 points in this quarter. Russellville missing a shot, defensive rebound by Mountain Home. It's getting pretty physical in there, isn't it?
It is. They're really bumping Campbell quite a bit. That shot went clear over the rim.
They're going to throw it away. We get a foul underneath. It's going to be on Zayden Williams. That's his first. Off the inbounds pass, right side, Haney open. He'll miss the 3. Rebound is Zayden Williams for the Cyclones. Marcellus Olsen on the drive. Hits the shot. That's our second field goal of the second quarter. 33-16, the Cyclones trailing. Applying some pressure in the backcourt. They're trying to obviously get a steal, but even if we don't get a steal, speed up Mountain Home a little bit. They are dictating the tempo of this game. Again, if we did not have a 35-second shot clock, because we've seen it before in kind of their history, they would be fine with running a lot of time off every single possession. That's just kind of what they do. They're going to go inside here. Haney turnaround jumper rolls in. Haney's got 7. 35-16, Mountain Home with a commanding lead here. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Heinzman will pass on the 3. Hand this one off to Campbell. They're in his face after he hit back-to-back threes to start the game. And Williams will miss the 3 from the right side. Whistle foul on the rebound is going to go against Russellville. This will be on Zay Thomas, his first, and I believe that's the team 4th. And a couple substitutions coming in. We're not substituting. They are. And they come in with Tate. And I missed the other one. Who else came in for Mountain Home? In the backcourt is Tate. He'll give it off to Gilbert. Pass ahead. They beat the 10-second count by a couple seconds, and now they're going to slow it up. Coach Fulcher of Mountain Home will just slow it up. Top of the key 3 for Mountain Home. Missed. Long rebound comes to Zay Thomas. Zay in the front court quickly, and now we got a foul called. And they're going to call a charge. No, he was moving. He was moving. Fulcher helped him make that call. And that's number 2 on Zay Thomas. That was a blocking foul. Looked like they slid into that and created the contact. Missed that one.
Yeah, I think one of the officials that wasn't down there, by his expression, didn't really like that call.
Yeah, looked like it. Sure did. That's the 15th foul, but it's not a shooting foul because you can't have that double jeopardy where you turn the ball over and give up free throws. Here's a drive to the basket, layup by Haney. He's got 9. 37-16. I'll be anxious to get in the halftime locker room here. I'm sure the Cyclones will. It's been a rough first half for Russellville. 40 seconds left in the first half. Olsen with 19 seconds to shoot. Gives it left side to Thomas. Campbell, catch and shoot left side. Three-pointer rims out, rebound. The Mountain Home had it. It was knocked from their hands. They still pick it up. Heinzman knocked it away. 21 seconds. Across the timeline with 16. And Olsen, looked like Olsen got the steal, and they grabbed him there, and a blocking foul called by Gilbert. He actually should have been called for a foul as he grabbed Marcellus Olsen at half-court line. They let that one go, but down in the lane, there was a blocking foul called on Gilbert. And it's his first and the team's 5th. It'll be 2 shots for Zayden Williams. .6 seconds left to play in the first half. missed the free throws. Zaid very uncharacteristic, missing 3 consecutive free throws here in this half. It's been the only 3 free throws by anybody, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Well, no Mountain Home. No, they didn't shoot any.
Nope, they didn't. He hits the second. He's got 5 points. Gilbert in the front court. Stops and shoots the 3 and missed that one with the rebound. Olsen has it. We've come to the end of the first half. The Cyclones trailing 37-17. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC.
Yes, our tax refund is here. Okay, let's see. What do we do first? My phone's cracked. Battery dies by lunch. The couch has got to go. Oh, wait, and tires. Bald, slick, somehow never in the budget. But the tires get me to work and the kids everywhere they need to go. They're not a want, they're a need. At R&R Tire Express, I didn't have to choose. I got the tires we needed within 6 months, same as cash. No interest, no credit checks, and easy payments that line up with my paycheck.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country, KCJC.
West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
There's just something nice about having a friend in the business. Johnny Story in to visit with you about River Valley Furniture, Russellville. There's a good reason why River Valley Furniture has been in business more than 3 decades. More than likely, you, your mom and dad, or your grandparents have purchased furniture from River Valley Furniture, and now you have that same opportunity to check out their new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331. River Valley Furniture, south of high prices.
Miller Roofing Company, proudly serving the River Valley for over 30 years, is seeking skilled professionals specializing in interior work with at least 3 years of experience. So if you're ready to bring your skills to a local, family-owned company that stands behind its work and its people, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499, or stop by their office at 318 South Arkansas Avenue. Miller Roofing Company, keeping homes covered.
The Russellville School District is seeking bus drivers. Lot drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event. And bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the RussellvilleSchools.net transportation page.
Here we are at halftime with the Mountain Home Bombers leading the Russellville Cyclones 37-17. We only scored 5 points in that second quarter, so that was our cold quarter. Hopefully we're not going to have any more. Mountain Home, they just hot shooting from the threes. They were total in the first half was 7 of 13. And they were 5 of 7 in that first quarter, but 7 of 13, that's great shooting for Mountain Home. We were 2 of 10 in this first half, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Mountain Home didn't shoot a free throw. What we've got to do in this second half, one, we're just playing out of sync a little bit. We have got to get back to playing our tempo, our game at our tempo, under control. And one thing that Mountain Home is doing that's really hurting the Cyclones is on offense, we are being limited to one shot. Mountain Home is getting the defensive rebounds. We've got to work for offensive rebounds. And when we're on defense, Mountain Home fakes a lot, especially if they're going to shoot a three. we've got to keep our feet on the floor because they're faking that. We're going up in the air, and they're driving around for a 10 or 12-foot shot. So we've got to make some improvements. And I know Coach Chenault is probably telling them that, plus about 50 other things they need to be doing, but that's two things that really jumped out to me in this first half.
Since Russellville was up 8-7, Mountain Home, since that point, has outscored Russellville 30-9 in that first half. Mountain Home was led by Rhett Gilbert with 14 points, 9 points for Drew Haney, 7 for Jackson Core, 3 points for Landon Newton, 2 points each for Satch Cheek and Bayla Tate. Cheek does have 3 fouls, the only Bomber in foul trouble. For the Cyclones, they were led in the first half by Caleb Campbell at 6 points, 5 points for Zayden Williams, 4 points for Zay Thomas, 2 points for Marcellus Olson. Zayden Williams with 2 fouls in the first half. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. Cyclones trailing 37-17. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Basketball season is finally here, and QC Training in Russellville is where players go to rise above the competition. Coach Quentin builds stronger, quicker, more explosive athletes with focused strength work, sharp footwork training, and the discipline every great player needs. If you're serious about making the roster, getting more court time, or becoming the player coaches can't ignore, this is your gym. Visit QCTrainingFitness.com or find QC Training LLC on Facebook to sign up. Spots fill fast. Lock in your future today.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Focus days are back at Arkansas Tech University. This is your chance to be an ATU student for the day and experience student life firsthand. Plus, you'll be among the very first to enjoy an exclusive behind-the-scenes preview of our brand new Ferguson Student Union before it opens. And we're giving away a $1,000 scholarship. Experience what it's like to be a student in the College of Arts and Humanities on February 13th. Visit atu.edu/focusdays to register for free.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing 37-17 here at the half. Scores from around the conference. Van Buren hosting Siloam Springs. The game's 4-4. It's got 4 minutes left in the first quarter. So Russellville well ahead of that game. Of course, we got Van Buren coming in here on Tuesday. It'll be colors night at Russellville. They're not reversing it where they do the girls game first and the boys game second. It'll where they do girls second, I should say. They're doing it normal. So girls will tip off at 6 o'clock. The boys will play after that. And I want to say, everything will be normal. They're doing a Colors Day pep rally and all that with the Colors Day Queen and all that earlier in the day. So everything will be normal on that Tuesday night where Russellville hosts Harrison.
We're getting ready to start the second half. Officials will come back out on the court. Got about 45 seconds left.
You know, I'm trying to check and find the Greenwood game. I can't find it on our stuff, but I will tell you that Greenwood allegedly is at Harrison tonight. In our conference, Greenwood and Harrison both are behind us. Greenwood 1-7, Harrison 0-8. Siloam right in front of us, 3-4. Mountain Home here 5-3, obviously. But Van Buren and Alma both tied for second place at 6-1. Farmington at 7-0. Farmington looks unbeatable. Both their boys and girls teams are undefeated in the conference. And again, they're going to be hosting the state tournament. We'll be going up to Farmington in about a week and a half for that game, a week from Tuesday. We need something good to happen to start this second half. Cyclones really struggling at times. We had 5 lead changes in the first part of the first quarter. After that, it was all Mountain Home, and surely they've got to cool off, right? I mean, 67 points is the most they've scored this year, and they're at 37 here at the half. A little bit different look for the Cyclones to start the second half. It'll be Zay Thomas, Marcellus Olson, Joseph Karam, Isaac Guillen, and Caleb Campbell.
Hopefully they'll cool off, and hopefully they'll tighten up our defense a little bit, and we'll get some calls.
Baylor Tate giving it up there to Cody Cormican. It was not really much of a factor in that first half. A rebound off the turnaround jumper by Cormican. And is controlled by Russellville in the front court. They give it up there to Caleb Campbell, who misses a 3, knocked the floor right in front of the official. He let it go, said not enough contact to warrant a foul. The 3 rimmed out, and Mountain Home with the rebound. And now we have a foul called on Marcellus Olson.
That's a good call. He was grabbing and holding on to Gilbert. It was a good call by the official.
That's number 2 on Olson. First foul called here in the second half. Cutting the lane is Haney, and he'll hit the shot. Lefty from the right side. Haney's in double figures with 11 points, the second Mountain Home Bomber in double figures. Zay Thomas for the Cyclones will miss a 3. It was Isaac Guillen for Russellville trying to tip it out. Could not keep it alive. Mountain Home with it, and they're going to walk it up the floor. Just assume that Mountain Home's always going to walk it up the floor. Gilbert faking the 3. He's drawing Joseph Karam, and now he'll try to shoot it over him and does. Boy, he is lights out. Rhett Gilbert with 17 points. He's got 5 threes in a game.
Please tell me he's a senior.
Yeah. I think he plays baseball for him, too. I think he's one of their pitchers there. Zay Thomas. I may have that confused. Maybe Brody Brown. I can't remember. Zay Thomas is going to be fouled by Mountain Home. This is going to be on Haney, his second. Speaking of Haney's, Ethan Haney. I see him over there on the front row wearing the pink shirt as it's pink out. Ethan Haney, Cyclone football player, is he is signed to play football next year at Arkansas Tech. Our congratulations go out to him. I didn't see who the foul was called on, did you?
Yeah, number 10.
All right, that's what I thought. I want to make sure it was Haney. That's his second. Thomas hitting the free throw. Gilbert was talking to the official, not in a bad way, but I don't know what he's trying to talk to him about. He was nicely protesting something that Russellville had done. Zay Thomas hitting both free throws for the Cyclones, 61% on the season. He's got 6 points in the game. Mountain Home getting across the timeline, and they'll slow it up. 42-19, the Cyclones trailing. Now 6:05 left to play in the third quarter. Gilbert giving it up to Baylor Tate. They'll swing it around left side. Faking the 3 is Corp. Reversing it around. 9 seconds to shoot. Now whistle on the foul called on Zay Thomas, his second. That's third. There we go.
I got him for 2.
I had him for 2 also. So we'll have to say 3, but that means we mark somebody else with a foul. Mountain Home definitely winning the, not just winning on the scoreboard, they're winning the battle of the tempo. Corp at the top. In the corner, popping free is Tate. Tate running around like he's a three-point shooter, but he's only got 2 points tonight. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gilbert a long three, and he jumped into Olsen, draws the foul. This will be number 3 on Marcellus. And that'll send Gilbert to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
Going to the line to shoot 3 will be Red Gilbert.
5:26 left to play in the third. Russellville trailing 42-19. Gilbert missing the first. It's the first free throws by Mountain Home. Maybe Gilbert needs to back up to the three-point line. He's more comfortable back there. 15 feet's too close. The young man has 5 made threes in the game. He hits the second, so he'd get 18 points here. It's 2 of 3. 44-19, Cyclones trailing. Marcellus Olsen pulls up from 15. This is there with the rebound. It's Haney.
Again, Mountain Home's limiting us to one shot. Yep. We have got to get some offensive rebounds.
Five minutes left to play here in the third. Zayden Williams, who has not played here in the second half, about to check in at the next dead ball. Gilbert will miss a 3. Long rebound coming to Caleb Campbell. Olsen, little stop and go. He'll leave it for Karam on the right side. He'll back it back out. All knocked out of bounds. Look, it's not over. We're not even halfway through the third quarter. But I sure didn't see this coming. As tightly contested as the first game between the two teams were, and it was tied game with 3 minutes left up there at Mountain Home. I didn't see it being a 25-point lead early third quarter by either team. That's the way it's been. The drive to the basket, Karam missing that one. The tip won't go. Guillen, his follow won't go. We've got some offensive rebounds there, but somebody's got to take the lid off the basket. Russellville only 2 points here in the third quarter, trailing 44-19. Left side, three-pointer by Tate will miss. Rebound Guillen. Williams ahead to Zay Thomas. He'll find Karam in the corner. He likes it from there. He'll miss the 3 there. Russellville battling for the basketball, but Mountain Home coming up with it. Caleb Campbell hit the deck to try to get the rebound. Zay Thomas knocked it away from behind. Talon Heinzman will check in now for the Cyclones, replacing Joseph Karam. Corp will inbound it, gets it in the corner. 3:45 left to play here in the third. Russellville trailing 44-19. Gilbert, left side, three-pointer will hit. Wonder what his record is for three-pointers.
I don't know, but nobody was on him out there. He's going to score every time he touches the ball.
Well, he's coming off a screen in the lane. They're setting a double pick there, and he's running, popping out on the wing, and that's why he's wide open. You watch him move without the basketball. That's why he's getting some open looks. Russellville will miss a 3 back the other side. As hot as they are, as cold as we are. Here's a follow by Zay Thomas. He's knocked to the floor, and we'll get a foul call. Zay will go to the free throw line.
I think I said that the last game, that one of the things Larry Bird said, the key to playing basketball is moving without the ball.
Haney's picked up his third personal foul for Mountain Home, the second team foul for the Bombers. Thomas is 2 of 2 from the line in the game. He's 21 of 33 on the season. They hit this one. He's got 7 points. A couple substitutions coming in for Mountain Home. Landon Newton and Satchcheek. And now they run a third player on the floor, Tayshawn Henry, number 2. Olsen will check back in, replacing Isaac Guillen for Russellville. Back here on Tuesday night as Russellville hosts Van Buren. On the road a week from tonight at Siloam Springs. Thomas, the delay didn't bother Zay. He hits both free throws. The Cyclones, though, cold shooting. They have not hit a field goal here in the third quarter. The only points they've scored have come at the free throw line, trailing 47-21.
We're going to have to move out on him, I think.
Gilbert's holding a ball around the half-court line. Shot clock's running. It's at 17. Russellville just letting him hold the basketball out there. Shot clock's at 11. At 10, he makes his move. Cheek gets it on the right side to Newton. Look at Gilbert down there. He's popping out, coming off the screen. He's open from the top of the key. Misses the three on the buzzer. Rebound, Mountain Home inside. Shot goes in. Count the basket. And we'll see who the foul's called on. And this is going to be on Caleb Campbell, his first, team's fourth. The shot was made by Cody Cormican, who's his first basket of the game, 49-21. Rebound missed, Campbell with the rebound. Sorry, shot was missed, Campbell with the rebound. Zay Thomas in the corner, finds Williams at the top. Zay's been held in check. He's averaging 21 points a game, only has 5 tonight. Russellville will have to inbound it after it was knocked out of bounds by Mountain Home right in front of their bench. Right side three-pointer, Zay Thomas will miss there. Caleb Campbell getting the basketball, putting it up and in, and he is fouled. He's got 2 3-pointers. He's going to line for the three-point play. The foul is on Tayshawn Henry, his first. I don't know how he got it. In fact, for a minute, I didn't even see him because there was 2 Mountain Home guys around the basketball, and all of a sudden I looked down, and there's Caleb Campbell near the floor to grab the basketball to get that rebound. He hits the free throw.
That's his first one of the night.
Yep, he's 1 of 1 from the line, 9 points for Campbell. Pass to the front court to Tayshawn Henry. Airball it, but it was caught by Cormicoon.
I think Campbell might got a part of that ball.
Might have had a partial block. You're right. Zayden Williams off the glass a little too hard. There's Caleb with the follow, and now we got a double technical foul called on Zay Thomas and Landon Newton. I'm fine with a double technical, but Newton was the one that was talking. We got a foul on 12 blue. That's a foul on Satch Cheek. And technical foul on Zay Thomas and 24, Landon Newton. So it's the technical fouls are offsetting. They're trying to say the first foul is on 24. I don't think it was. Yeah, it's on 12. Coach Fulcher's trying to lobby that he thinks both fouls, the technical and the regular foul, was on number 24, Landon Newton. But I don't think it was. I think Satch Cheek was right. He got the first foul. It was definitely a technical foul on Landon Newton, and Zay Thomas is what they called. Looked like Newton was talking, but a little bit to Zay Thomas, who didn't appreciate it much, but the official couldn't see it because he was on the backside, but he did see something. How about that? That free throw missed by Caleb Campbell. That bounced along the back iron several times. I thought it was going to come to rest on the back iron. It was just kind of sitting there. Zay Thomas will check out for Russellville. Checking out for Mountain Home is Landon Newton and Satch Cheek, who picked up his 4th personal foul. Let's see, number 12, Caden Walton, is in the game for the Cyclones. The second free throw is good. Caleb hits 1 of 2. He's got 10 points tonight, the first Cyclone in double figures. All of that, we get 3 fouls, 1 point for Russellville, 51-25. Ball knocked away by the Cyclones. Heinzman picks it up after it's knocked down by Marcellus Olsen. Heinzman is going to be fouled on. No, he's going to call the charge on his way to the basket. And let's see, one official called a block, the other official called a charge. It was a charge. It was a block, and it is called. And that's why you don't signal one official signaled block, one official signaled charge, and that's why you don't signal for your official when you blow your whistle. I thought it was a block. He was definitely moving. And Fulcher's getting very close to half court. He's going to get pulled back because he might get a technical foul. They don't have that half semicircle like they do, and that's what Fulcher's saying. It was too far underneath the basket. It wasn't. The contact was not underneath the basket, but even then, there is no half semicircle there. And they're going to call a block. Oh, no, they're going to call a charge on Talon Heinzman. Goodness gracious. Okay, so that's number 3 on Talon Heinzman. And Russellville fans are upset noticeably. Mountain Home fans have changed their tune. They were upset earlier. This is about to get out of hand a little bit. I think the officials kind of lost it there. As an official, you blow your whistle and your partner blows a whistle, you do not signal because stuff like that happens. One official signals charge, the other one signals block, and it looks bad on you. So, but they initially called it one of each. They talk it over, say it was a charge on the Cyclones. A minute left to play here in the third quarter, and now whistle and a foul. This one's going to be on Caleb Campbell. And that's more than 5 fouls against the Cyclones, so we're going to shoot free throws. It'll be Haney going to the line to shoot 2. This is going to be a long minute of the third quarter and long fourth quarter if we keep this up. First free throw is good by Haney.
How many fouls you got on Campbell?
I've got 2 on Caleb.
Okay.
Both in this quarter. Haney will hit them both. 13 points for Mountain Home. 53-25, the Bombers with the lead. Olsen will underhand flip it to Talon Heinzman. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Olsen, left side, will miss the 3. Rebound. Caleb Campbell underneath, puts it up and in. He's got 12. 53-27, the Cyclones trailing. 34 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. And a steal there by Zayden Williams. Comes in and lays it over the iron. Zayden Williams with 7. Can't do that cross-court pass when he's out there. He got the steal, and now there's an offensive foul called on Gilbert. He extended the arm and pushed down Marcellus Olsen. Gilbert and Heinzman talking a little trash to each other. Gilbert said, "You're just going to have to wait." Talon was trying to grab the basketball, and Gilbert saying, "You're going to have to wait, you're going to have to wait." He was wanting to go ahead and inbound the ball quickly. Gilbert picks up his second personal foul. Walton for the Cyclones open right side, missed the 3. Here's Olsen, little fadeaway on the offensive putback. That one won't go. Rebound comes to Mountain Home, and we've come to the end of the third quarter. Cyclones trailing 53-29. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
At Union Bank, we're more than a place to keep your money. We're your friends and neighbors. Sure, we've got checking and savings and digital banking with all the bells and whistles. So what really sets us apart? We know your name, not just an account number. And we're focused on serving you and our community because just like you, we call this home too. We invite you to discover the Union Way, where relationships matter. Visit us online at gounion.bank. Union Bank, member FDIC.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Cyclones trailing 53-29. Well, I hate saying it like this, but the story may be it's getting a little chippy here in the at the end of that third quarter. A little bit of talking. We got technical fouls called on a player for each team. There at the end on that push off there by Gilbert, which was a good call. Talon Heinzman is trying to grab the basketball to inbound it quickly. You know, you see that where you hand it to the official, you want to inbound it quick. And Gilbert wouldn't give up the basketball and kept telling him, you need to wait, you need to wait. Well, that didn't bode well with anybody on the Cyclone bench. And
well, Gilbert is fortunate to only have 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Because he's been grabbing a hold of a lot of people.
He sure is. You can do that. You can get away with that sometimes if you know how to do it. 53-29, the Cyclones trailing, starting with the basketball. Williams, step back, 15-footer is good for Zayden. He's got 9. Cyclones trailing 53-31, and we'll get a foul call. This will be on Heinzman. I believe I've got 4 on him.
That's 4, I believe. Yeah, it is.
And Zay Thomas will check in for the Cyclones, replacing Caden Walton. Inbounds pass comes to Tate from Mountain Home in the backcourt. They're in the front court now. 53-31, Cyclones trailing. Coach Fulcher holding his hand up. He's wanting them to hold the basketball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They're near half court. Gilbert with 10 seconds, still near half court. In the corner. They'll give it to the top. Cormacoon swing it around right side. 3-pointer short. Williams the rebound. Looking for the outlet, wasn't there. Smart not to give that up so quickly. They had a man there. Zayden, top of the key 3-pointer. No good, but the follow is good there by Zay Thomas. He's got 10 and he's fouled. And the foul's going to be on Cody Cormacoon. His second. And we'll wait for the and 1. Cyclones cut the lead to 20. Free throw is no good. He gets his own rebound because everybody thought it was 2 shots. On the and 1, picture this if you watch or if you're listening to this on radio, the shot was short on the free throw. It bounced, one bounce right back to the shooter. Everybody thought it was 2 shots. So he attacked the basket and he drew the foul. And that's going to be number 4 on Drew Haney. And Coach Fulcher upset with his team. He calls timeout. So we'll take a break. Russellville trailing 53-33. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing 53-33. Leading the way for the Cyclones tonight is Caleb Campbell with 12 points, Zay Thomas with 10, Zayden Williams with 9. And Zay Thomas drawing that second foul. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws again. Zay Thomas again hit a shot, was fouled. They go to the line for the and 1, shoots the free throw. Nobody moves. He missed it. Nobody moved in the lane. The missed shot came right back to him, and he attacked. He even had to think about it for a second. Said, wait a minute, didn't I just get 1 there?
Haney staying in there with 4 fouls.
Yep. Gilbert for Mountain Home and Caleb Campbell from Russellville drawing talking a little bit, kidding around with each other, all in good fun. Talon Heinzman's actually having to come out. He's got blood on his uniform. They're trying to figure out if it came from him or not. I don't know if it did, but if you get blood on your uniform, you got to spray it with this solution, and that's what they're doing now. So he has to check out of the game. Joseph Karam comes in for him. You're not allowed to substitute after a timeout when you get on the floor unless it's some situation like that. And Talon Heinzman will check back in, but he has to wait a little bit. The free throw is good.
Thomas hit both of them.
And he did. He's got 10 points. He's in double figures. Talon checks back in. He's got 4 fouls. Cyclone's going to full court press here. They cut the lead to 18 here with 6:53 left to go in the game. 53-35. Mountain Home's going to be fouled in the backcourt, and this is going to be number 5. And he is fouled out of the basketball game with no points. That hurts. He's a good defensive player. That hurts when you're trying to press and, maybe get back into this a little bit. 6:47 left to play in the game. Heinzman's night is done. Russellville trailing 53-35. Looked like it might be a sportsmanship rule game. Russellville's battled back. It was getting close to 30 in the third quarter. It's an 18-point lead now. Couple passes. Cormacoon in the corner, three-pointer. Missing is Baylor Tate, and Caleb Campbell the rebound. This has not been Baylor Tate's night. He's about the only guy that hasn't been hitting stuff for Mountain Home. Zayden Williams feeds it inside, no. Stepping in the passing lane is Jackson Corp. Looked like it was going to be an open look underneath for Olsen. Corp with the steal. 6:05 left to play in the game. Cyclones trailing 53-35. Tate, who's a golfer on the Mountain Home team, drive all the way. Shot partially blocked there by Caleb Campbell. Tate getting the rebound, and we got a foul called on who? This will be on number 3. We don't have a number 3. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Joseph Karam. Yeah, number 3 on the floor. I didn't think Joseph was back on the floor.
I didn't either. I guess he came in for Heinzman.
Yeah, you're right. He came in for Talon. Here's a three-pointer hit by Gilbert, who's got 25 points in the game from the corner, and back to a 20-plus advantage for the Bombers. $15-foot fadeaway for Williams won't go, and we got a foul called on Jackson Corp. He had hooked the arm of Zay Thomas. Good call there. Zay Thomas went up and was trying to get the rebound with one hand with his arm hooked like this. And so they do get the foul called on Corp. That's his first. The Cyclones went inbound along the baseline. It goes to Williams, left side three-pointer short. And he's going to save it in bounds, but it goes straight to Jackson Corp of Mountain Home. 5:23 left to play in the game, 56-35. Cyclones trailing. Pass in the front court caught by Haney. They'll circle around, and they're going to run some time off the clock again. Get it near the half-court line, and Baylor Tate with it, dribbling near the half-court line with 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh.
So we got a timeout called by Fulcher. You know, Baylor Tate did that thing where you jerk back and act like you've been hit. That's a flop warning, and the official on the far side was getting ready to call the flop warning when that timeout happened. In fact, he's motioning that. Said, I was getting ready to call the flop warning. And you get a warning, and then it's a technical foul. But Fulcher called the timeout beforehand. In high school basketball, when you see players do it all the time, especially in college, when they jerk their heads back when they've got the basketball dribbling, acting like they've been hit. In high school basketball this year, that's part of the flop warning. And again, the first one's the warning, the second one's a technical foul. And it doesn't have to be the same player that's warned. It could be anybody on that team. So one player gets the warning, the next player that does it, that tees them up. Mountain Home calling a timeout here, leading 56-35. There's 12 seconds on the shot clock. Fulcher and Coach Chenault each with three timeouts left. Again, we're going to be here on Tuesday night for Colors Night. Russellville will host Van Buren. They won't reverse the games. It'll be girls' game first, boys' game second. The Cyclones still have two more home games after that one. But a week from tonight, they're going to be on the road at Siloam Springs. And Siloam is at Van Buren tonight. We'll check in on that score. They started they're at Van Buren tonight. We'll check and see. What I was going to say is they started well behind us. We were near the end of the first half. They were near the end of the first quarter. Out of bounds, it stays with Mountain Home. And shot clock violation. Fans behind us for Mountain Home saying it hit the rim. It did not hit the rim. So.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. They're at halftime in Van Buren. Van Buren trailing Siloam Springs 33-30. That'd be an upset because Van Buren's only got one conference loss. They're tied for second with Alma. The Cyclones getting that shot clock violation, have the basketball. There's a three-pointer by Zayden Williams, no good. There's Olsen to get the rebound. Turnaround jumper from in the lane won't go. Rebound chased down in the corner there by Mountain Home, and we'll get a foul called on Zayden Williams. That'll be his third. And the fourth team foul. The next one will put Mountain Home on the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws for the rest of the game. 4:26 left here in the game. Russellville trailing 56-35. Mountain Home a 2-on-2 if they want to attack. Pass goes through the hands of Baylor Tate. It was behind him, to be fair. Not really a good pass. So the Cyclones have it on the turnover. Walton gives it to Campbell. Back to Caden Walton, left side. Cross-court pass deflected and a steal by Mountain Home. Jackson Corp coming in. Shot blocked from behind. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Caleb Campbell. Looked like he blocked it out of bounds, but he's going to pick up his 3rd foul. And it'll put them on the free throw line. It'll be the 3rd foul, as we said, on Caleb, and the 15th foul on the Cyclones. With 4:03 left to play in the game, the Cyclones trailing 56-35. It'll put Corp on the line to shoot 2 free throws. His first trip to the line tonight. He's got 7 points in the game. The first free throw is good. For Russellville, Joseph Karam, number 3, a sophomore, will check in, replacing Caden Walton.
That was a good block, and he didn't get him with his body. You
Yeah.
could see it even from us. He was well behind him, and he got all ball.
Well, Corp and Caleb Campbell were so far out in front of everybody that everybody else was around half court and beyond. So the second free throw was good by Corp. At the inbounds pass. Sorry about that. We're having to check some things on here. Russellville missing a shot from in the lane. Mountain Home with the rebound. Cyclones trailing 58-35 with 3:40 left to play. Mountain Home going to run some more clock.
They're going to have to come out on them.
19 seconds on the shot clock. Left side. Back out up top. 7 seconds to shoot. Gilbert will give it on the left wing to Corp. He'll hit the 3. You know, if you play good defense like that all the way down when there's single digits on the shot clock and they hit a 3, it's just really disheartening on that. 61-35. The Bombers with the lead with 3 minutes left to go in the game. Campbell, step back 3-pointer for Caleb Campbell, his 3rd 3 of the game. And Russellville will call timeout. Trailing 61-38 with 2:55 left. We'll take a 60-second break here. This is Cyclone Basketball in River Country, KCJC.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Ready to shape your future? At Arkansas Beauty College, a career in cosmetology means your success is in your hands. And with their hands-on ACCSC accredited programs, you'll have the skills and confidence to build a thriving beauty business. Plus, with financial aid available to those who qualify, your dreams are closer than ever. Imagine a future where your earnings grow with every new client you build. It's never too late to start your new career. Call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today.
Cyclones trailing 61-38 here with 2:55 left to go in the game. Caleb Campbell hitting that last 3, his 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 41 on the season, 15 points for Caleb leading the Cyclones tonight. 10 points for Zay Thomas, Zayden Williams with 9. For Mountain Home, they have 3 players in double figures. Rhett Gilbert leading all scores with 25 points, 13 and 12 for Haney and Corp. Russellville going to press in the backcourt. Cyclones with 2 timeouts left, calling that full timeout. Mountain Home with 3. Mountain Home getting the ball across the timeline. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Again, going to run time off the clock here. Karam almost had a steal. He swiped around. Gilbert with it.
Pushing off.
Yeah, he is a little bit. Does a good job of hiding that when he does, because most ball handlers do that. But he'll hide a little bit. And there's Zayden Williams to get the rebound off the missed 3-pointer. Zayden, spin move in the lane, little reverse layup, that one won't go. With the rebound is number 24, Landon Newton. Mountain Home gets it across the timeline, and they're going to run some time. No, Russellville's going to come out and challenge him a little bit. We have a whistle and foul call, and this is going to be on Joseph Karam, and that'll be his second. It'll put them on the free throw line. Coach Fulcher is very upset with a couple of his guards for not coming to help out. That is not the guy he wants to handle the basketball around the half-court line, and feels like he might have got bailed out with the foul there. And so you got to come meet the basketball. As soon as you cross that half-court line, that's a defender behind you. Haney, who's 2 of 3 from the line now as he misses that one. Cody Cormacoon has 4 points tonight. We'll check into the game. 2:06 left to play. Russellville trailing 61-38. Mountain Home with all their players back. Nobody on the free throw line. Haney makes 1 of 2. He's got 14. Zayden Williams, a long-range 3, will miss. Backside rebound, controlled by Cormacoon of Mountain Home. Near the top is Baylor Tate, guarded by Zay Thomas. Here comes the double team. He'll get the pass off to Gilbert. At the top of the key is Cormacoon. Moving the ball around, Mountain Home is. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 1:40 left to go in the game. On the drive, they'll miss the layup. Try Karam the rebound. He'll get it off to Zayden Williams. 1.5 to go. Zayden all the way, throws it up and in. He lost it going up, somehow grabbed it in midair and put it up and in, and he's in double figures. He's got 11 points. Mountain Home mishandling into the front court. Double team, whistle, timeout called by Coach Fulcher. We'll take a break. Russellville trailing 62-40 here with 1:11 left to play in the game. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
That last two-pointer by Zayden Williams gives him 11 points for Russellville. He has not been held in single digits all season, in any game all season. So that would have been a first had he not hit that one. The Cyclones still trailing, though, big, 62-40 here with 1:11 left to go in the game. Inbounds pass comes to Baylor Tate in the corner with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Fake the three, but they're just going to run some time off the clock. Cyclones not looking to foul. They're looking to steal. That's an over and back.
Over.
They missed that one. They said that Russellville tipped it on the drive. They'll miss the shot from inside. Rebound Tate, and a timeout called by Fulcher before Russellville could tie it up. We'll take another break with 55 seconds left to play in the game. The Cyclones trailing 62-40. This is Cyclone basketball on River Country, KCJC.
Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Bill Wright Autoplex, Russellville.
Welcome back to Cyclone Arena. The Cyclones trailing 62-40. Mountain Home after the timeout. They didn't want to lose possession there. We'll inbound it. And the Cyclones just chasing the basketball, not looking to foul, looking to possibly get a steal. For the starting five on the floor for Mountain Home. Leading by 22. Driving, a shot thrown up there by Corp. Missed that one. Caleb Campbell the rebound. Shot clock is off. Campbell in the front court. Will slow down and look for help. Flashing a steal. Taken there by Corp, and he's going to go in and then lay it up and in. He's got 14. 64-40. As Marcellus Olson gets it back up top to Caleb Campbell, and he'll miss the three there. And it goes out of bounds, 9.6 seconds left. 64-40. Mountain Home with the lead. They don't have to get it across the timeline. They will on this one, and Corp in the front court. Russellville backs off, and that's the end of the ball game. The Cyclones lose it here by a score of 64-40. We'll take a break, come back to the postgame show. This is Cyclone basketball in River Country, KCJC.
Year in and year out, terrain changes, seasons change, even the rules change. But one thing stays the same. Honda ATVs show up ready. The 2026 Ford Trax Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever. Built to haul, climb, and conquer, these are the machines folks count on to get the job done, and they're available now at Honda of Russellville. There's a Honda ATV built for how you ride. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
Yes, our tax refund is here. Okay, let's see. What do we do first? My phone's cracked. Battery dies by lunch. The couch has got to go. Oh, wait, and tires. Bald, slick, somehow never in the budget. But the tires get me to work and the kids everywhere they need to go. They're not a want, they're a need. At R&R Tire Express, I didn't have to choose. I got the tires we needed within 6 months, same as cash. No interest, no credit checks, and easy payments that line up with my paycheck. R&R!
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation. West Fraser is looking for skilled electricians to join their team in a role that's more than just a job. It's a career. If you've got experience with 3-phase power, 480-volt systems, and machine controls, West Fraser wants to hear from you. You'll work hands-on, solving real problems and growing with a team that promotes within. Solid day one benefits, competitive pay, and a culture that puts people first. Build your career with West Fraser. Apply today at westfraser.com/careers.
Welcome back to Cyclone Arena. The Cyclones lose it by a score of 64-40 against Mountain Home. The Bombers were led by Rhett Gilbert with 25 points, 14 points for Haney, and 14 points for Corp. Those were the only three guys in double figures for the Bombers. The Cyclones were led by Caleb Campbell with 15 points tonight, Zayden Williams with 11, Zay Thomas had 10, Marcellus Olson with 2, Talon Heinzman, Caden Walton, Joseph Carab, and Isaac Guillen did not score in the ball game tonight. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, the Cyclones ran into a buzzsaw. I mean, it's hard to beat a team that's shooting 11 of 21 from the three-point line. They only shot 10 free throws and made 7 of them. We were 3 of 20 from three-point line. We were cold. Williams didn't even have a three-pointer. Caleb Campbell had 1. Oh, no, correction, had 3. So we had 4. I'm sorry, I miscounted. 4 of 20. Anyway, it was tough going for this tonight. We just couldn't get into our game. That's the way I sensed it. The tempo wasn't there, and of course, with the hot shooting of Mountain Home, they're a tough team to beat. But we were just off tonight, and you have those.
Yeah, you do. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Cyclone and Lady Cyclone basketball. Reminding you our next broadcast will be Tuesday night, as both teams will be back here at Cyclone Arena. Colors Night, they'll be hosting Van Buren. Thanks so much to Stephen Berry, our engineer back at KCJC Studios, and our media team of Chase and Maggie Canfield. And we thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, our score from Cyclone Arena. The Lady Cyclones lose to Mountain Home 75-47. The boys lose this one also 64-50. For Stephen Berry, Chase and Maggie Canfield, Aaron Duval, and Mickey Duval saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.